This is Cigars and Sports. I apologize for the intro.
You're using the wrong fucking intro again.
It's what happens when I take this much time off, bro.
Don't worry. The rage baiters will make fun of us for that.
Yep.
The Timu microphones, they'll tell us to shut down.
Just Cigars and Sports right on top of the banner. All right, guys. You know what I'm saying?
And before we get into anything, I just want to address the rage baiters real quick.
Okay.
Because
go ahead, Ben.
I've already had 2 in me. We're working on 3, and we're definitely going to have 4th and a 5th. And we don't drink pussy little 12-ounce cans. We do tall boys in New York.
Rage baiters are really gonna like you today.
All right. Here's something I'm going to tell you, rage baiters, right now. First and foremost, when you got the balls to sit like this and talk sports and be knowledgeable, then you could talk. Till then, go suck on your mother's fucking underdeveloped fucking titty, you piece of shit. Okay? Because I am so done with your bullshit. And this all really stems from the Luka LeBron thing that we did. That's where this all really stems from, because you LeBron sexuals out there are so pissed that, again, we've proved the point that even though we give LeBron his due, right? He is past, like Sam Mitchell, who I forget, he's a coach somewhere, a former coach. He even said it. If you're going to trade LeBron, he can't expect to be 1. He's a 3rd option at best now. So when the whole league has figured out LeBron's not the guy anymore, why can't the LeBron stands out there figure it out and stop coming at us when we're just vocalizing what's already been said and adding more to the truth of it? I don't know.
And that's okay. That's okay for LeBron to not be the number 1 option any longer for any team.
It's fine, because he's been for 2 decades.
It's good to go, man. All good things must come to an end. And, it is what it is. But, Jim, welcome back, my friend. Listen, first and foremost, I want to tell the audience, hey, the break was all on me. All right. I was a very busy.
It's all good. It's all
very busy. Jim was able. Jim was available. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. It was all on me, guys. Look, Christmas is great. It's a great season in my household. Happy birthday, Jesus. All right. It was born on the 25th of February for you people that, don't care. But it's all right. Yep. This February. I'm sorry. Oh, December. We're my bad.
It's December. I'm thinking January. I'm already ahead to my birthday in a few weeks.
We got McCormick in the chat already lighting it up. Gotta ignore that bullshit, fam. And then we got look at Abuelito Loco, bro. Oh, another drinking show I am in.
Don't worry, Abuelito Loco. There's not gonna be that. You pussy.
Oh man, that was it's funny because it happened around 2 years ago. Happened around the same time. This time around, it was right before New Year's, man. It was right before New Year's.
That's why when I sent you the pic of the 3-pack of the tall boys, you're like, oh, it's a New Year's tradition. Here we go.
Oh, shout out to my boy Chris, man, from Patriot Sports. Merry Christmas, my brother. To you and the family as well, man. Shout out, man. It's been.
When are we getting them on?
We got listen, you guys got to come on. We got to get both of these guys on, or one, whatever, man. But we gotta bring it back on, man. He's been retired for a year, so we definitely got to get these boys on for sure. You know what I'm saying?
We got to do something with them because they're always chiming in.
Yeah, man, they're awesome, and then and their shit, man. Talk about realness. This will be like the most realest freaking podcast when you bring these guys on.
Oh, really? Get the rage baiters changing their man pods.
It's gonna get ugly. We'll set it up for the new year for sure. Eric and him are definitely on, bro. We're gonna set it up for the New Year's. We'll definitely gotta do that in January, baby. Friday night. We'll give you a week in advance.
Beware.
Awesome, brother. All right, man. Listen, so we got a whole thing planned, right? But we gotta start with we gotta start with what just happened, right?
Oh, yes, we do.
The Texans clinched the a playoff spot. And it's funny, you brought something up where you texted earlier. You said the Texans the team now in the AFC South, right? We're talking about.
Oh yeah, the Twitter poll that I got out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hey, that's right. The Packers are playing tonight.
Let's go.
Packers.
As a Steelers fan, I need the Packers to win tonight.
Jim's rooting for the Packers, just to kind of safe,
You know what's sad? So I don't know if you heard the complaints that I've been reading about all these, like the Christmas Day games and even tonight's games.
Yeah.
Do people that watch the NFL realize that all these games are picked out like a year in advance.
Yeah, super in advance.
So don't bitch when you have Malik Willis versus Snoop Huntley tonight.
What you can't flex.
Or when you have Christmas Day games and it's all number one QBs versus guys that were literally cutting wood at Home Depot 24 hours ago as a fucking QB. Okay? Like, don't fucking complain about it. Just enjoy it. And not for nothing, that Dallas game versus the Commanders, I said it Friday and I'll say it here, was probably a game that you would think Dallas would have beaten the brakes off of them.
No.
And Josh Johnson, or whatever his name is, fucking kept them in it. So that game was good, and Debo was chucking people, knocking helmets off. I enjoyed that game more than anything.
No, absolutely. I mean, but like you said, those are games that Patriot Sports definitely agrees with you. That was a great game.
Yeah.
It's usually those games are because this is Netflix, right? That's one time a year. Also the Thanksgiving game, same shit. You know what I mean? You cannot change those because those are specialty games that you got to book in advance.
Contractually obligated games well enough in advance. They're not part of the flex. Because I was reading people's comments like, oh, you know, you got to flex these games out. You can't. Netflix already bought it.
Yep.
How then does the NFL turn around? I mean, the NFL could turn around and say, hey, well, here's your 180 plus million back.
Oh, they're not going to do that.
And we'll give you fucking whoever else. You could do that. But, I mean, listen, I enjoyed the Cowboy Commander game. I enjoyed the fact that you watched the Cowboys and you got a 4,000-yard passer, 2,000-yard wide receivers, and 1,000-yard rushing running back, and they are literally eliminated from the playoffs.
Honestly, it's Christmas. It doesn't matter. Patriot Sports said it best. Having football on Christmas is just phenomenal.
Yeah, so the guys like Barkley crying about it, shut the fuck up. There's enough sports for everybody. Jesus. Yeah. Hey,
watch basketball if you're not happy with football. There was plenty of basketball on there too.
That's why you have both. You have an option.
Yep. Well, basketball. The NBA.
Like Will Byers in Stranger Things. He could have chose to like women or men. He chose to have a crush on Mike.
God damn it! God, I told you to. Damn it, bro! I haven't finished the damn episode yet, man.
We already talked about it.
I know. I was trying to bring some drama to the fucking show. We used to get basketball, but back then it was good ball. I can't watch this shit nowadays. You're right.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
You can't tell me you have not seen the tweets I've seen where the younger generation that we have argued with, or I have argued with, have now realized what we've been saying, that the NBA is SAWFT soft.
Yep. It is very soft.
What was I watching? Somebody put a clip up, and I forget who it was, and they called it a flagrant. And I'm like, well, where was the foul to begin with that it's even warranted a fucking flagrant?
That's true.
What are we doing? Like, it's so. And then you got LeBron stomping his feet like a 3-year-old at Walmart because he couldn't get the new Transformer.
Oh, dude,
it's like, bro, enough. Like, the NBA listen. NBA and the NFL have the same problem. It's officiating. And the only thing they're consistent at is consistently being inconsistent.
Yep.
Say that 10 times fast.
That's why they're losing so much ratings in the NBA finals. Like, this is Jordan retired. It's like, been, a downslope. The only
thing that saved the NBA that made it more interesting
international
is the cup. Like that cup thing they do, it makes it a bit better. But then you have OKC out there getting every foul call and blowing teams out. Thank God for Wemby and the Spurs. Thank you, Wemby.
They own
overgrown.
They own OKC, bro.
Fucktard. Thank you.
They own OKC. They own OKC.
They own them.
Before we go to football, you know what, dude? As a Knicks fan, you can take that cup, shine it real nicey, and stick it sideways. You know why? Because I want a real championship, bro. That's not a real championship. That's just
why they didn't hang the banner.
That's
why they didn't hang the banner, and I agreed with it.
Me too. You need to hang a banner, bro.
It's not a real championship.
Pay the bonuses. Oh, here we go. There he goes. I can't listen to this MJ LeBron bullshit. He is a child Mike. He's a man apples. It's true. It's true. And I'm telling you, you know what? Hey, we're going to have these guys on, and and that's going to be one of the topics, because me and Jim have destroyed and own the entire LeBron and MJ battle. And we would love to get your take because, man, I know it's going to be great. It'll be good. It'll definitely be very similar to the ones that we have, but they have a nice little take on it too. You're right. It's orange and apples. One guy played in a real men's era. The other one played with Cesty individuals. Let's go ahead.
And it's funny because I seen something. I think it was Allen Iverson was on a podcast, and they said, a lot of people feel MJ wouldn't thrive in this NBA, and he goes, "Who the fuck is telling you that?
No.
Do you see this product, motherfucker? Shit."
There was one that I missed, man. That somebody said it best about the who the heck was it? I forget which athlete was, and I was like, listen, the difference was, MJ came ready every day, right? There was no excuses. MJ didn't have to go somewhere to get a championship. MJ got it where he was. We beat this to death already. But there was another good point that he made in regards to LeBron. I was like, he did great. That's great. Nobody's bashing or throwing shade at LeBron. But however, MJ did it where he belonged and where he got drafted. So,
Yeah. That's the thing. Like MJ could have got paid top dollar to go anywhere else if he wanted to chase money.
Yep.
And guys and then that's why I've said, if anybody's listened to my own individual show, when you hear me say loyalty is a dying breed in the business of sports.
Oh, shit. B-Mac, switch it to freaking
whoa!
That's rare. Look at that.
No Rumble chat?
Look at it. No, he's an X right now on fire, bro.
Oh, he's on X.
Yeah, he's on X.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Thanks for
we're in for it tonight, huh?
Oh yeah, we're in it for tonight, bro.
God, thank God I'm already lit. 6,
all right, brothers. Well, listen, let's switch to football. All right, we'll leave basketball for a little later when we don't have any more football to talk about. You mentioned this earlier. You put your poll up there, right? What was your poll? Like, go ahead and tell the audience.
Pretty much the poll was: if Houston wins, is it still Jacksonville's division to lose? And and obviously the two choices are Jacksonville chokes it away again, and Jacksonville will still win the division. And when you look at how Jacksonville's playing right now, it is their division to lose.
It is.
Because they've won how many out of the last 6-7 games?
Listen, Sunshine.
Travis Etienne is on another level.
On fire right now.
The addition of Jacoby Myers.
Unreal.
Me and Garrett discussed this. Well, we tried to when I was stoned.
That was such a good move.
We tried discussing this, but I was stoned on THC lollipops.
I know.
Was how now Jaguars fans are saying, well, now they're going to trade Brian Thomas Jr. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
There's your 1-2 right there with Travis Hunter, who's now primarily going to play defense when he comes back, and they're going to have maybe 3 or 4 packages with him at offense.
Absolutely, dude. Picture Travis Hunter in third down with that, in that offense, right? You got another reliable set of hands.
And you got Parker Washington, who will probably re-sign. I think
Parker's nice
at the end of the year.
Parker's nice.
You have Brendan Strange, who is
healthy.
I think he's an underrated tight end.
Healthy. He was having a great rookie season before he got hurt.
Yeah. So, barring catastrophic injury, like an Indy,
yes,
it's their division to lose. And if they lose it, you have to analyze how they lost it. Because everybody's going to say, oh, Trevor Lawrence is a bust. And I hate when that bust word gets thrown around, especially with rookies in their first year. Trevor Lawrence, we're on that brink of, is he a bust or not? This season determines it for me. If they choke this season away and it's on him, then he is a bust. But if it's not on him and it's defense, then he's not a bust. He did what he had to do on his side of the ball.
Absolutely.
That's just me. Rage baiters, take that and go suck your mother's clit.
I've been a pretty solid critic of Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
he's been playing. I've called him everything under the sun, including the Giants, Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? So before he did Indianapolis, but he started the season really slow. He was trending that way, but the last 5 games, he is doing what he was drafted for. 2 touchdowns in every single game. The team has been playing really good football, playing good competition, beating good teams. Yeah. He's been using his legs like he did in college, right? which is pretty much the kind of quarterback I think Jacksonville was.
I think the other thing is ETN is emerging to that running back you drafted.
And he's healthy, right? People forget that ATM's rookie year was nasty, dude. All right? You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget, they were all high on Bigsby, and ETN was on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a
after
sudden,
last season.
Here we go. ETN is producing, and Bigsby is now shafted over in Philly.
I never sold ATN because when I did my fantasy content at the beginning of the season, right before the season started, I was doing all my videos with the the top running backs and the best and the top, all the shit that I do during fantasy. I had ATN and a lot of my shit. I was like, well, listen, I know I'm talking fantasy, but I think this guy, last year of his rookie contract, he's gonna step up big. He's finally healthy, right? And everyone was like, nah, man, Bixby. I was like, yeah, you'll be surprised. Bixby can do one thing well. He's a goal line guy, but ATN can do it all. And catch
what
the football.
They wanted with Bigsby is what the Steelers are getting with Gainwell.
Yeah. Yep.
And speaking of that, it's sad when your running back 2 leads your team in receptions.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That
is
tells
true.
You everything I've been saying since training camp. They did not have an urgency to fill wide receiver 2. You, in essence, through smoke and mirrors, did it through Gainwell.
Well, this week,
not going to work forever.
This week, he's a wide receiver 1.
It saves you this year, and it's something I know we're going to discuss later, and I'll save it for that.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? This week, dude, he is a wide receiver 1.
Yep.
You have no other choice. You have no other choice, and we're going to talk about that a little later. So here's the thing. I honestly think, because of the way the Texans are built, CJ Stroud has that Eli Manning-like kind of feel to him, you know what I'm saying, where he's been up and down there in the regular season. Yeah. But this Texans defense reminds me a lot of that Giants team, where they were mediocre throughout the year. They got some injuries, but the defense is really, really effing solid, dude, that can just shut people down in the playoffs. And CJ Stroud pretty much needs to make that right play and not turn the ball over. Now, the only difference is they do not have the running backs the Giants had, right, in those 2 championships, right? Jacobs, Bradshaw, because you got Nico Collins. Nico Collins is as good as Plaxico Burress, right? Nico Collins is better than Victor Cruz. I'll tell you that much. You know what I'm saying?
And
I think
Higgins serves, and you've seen it today.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he hit part of a parlay I had, which the rest failed. Thanks, Lad McConkey, you fuck.
Yeah, no, mine didn't hit with Omari Hampton.
They even alluded to it in the game. They're using him more as a decoy.
Absolutely. What a number 1's supposed to do also as a second job. Second role.
That is why I expressed with the Steelers why they had to go and address this in the offseason, and they didn't, because now who are you using as a decoy against Cleveland tomorrow? Who are you using? Jalen Warren?
Tomorrow,
Hayward?
You will be running the shit out of the football. And there's going to be a lot of bootleg to your tight ends. So I don't know. I'm thinking.
Well, it's going to be a nightmare in Cleveland because the last, however many meetings, I think they're like 1-5-1 in their last meetings in Cleveland. So I mean, it's AFC North football. It's going to be ugly. If Brandon's watching, he could agree.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Because look at when Baltimore played Cleveland. That game was closer than you thought it should have been.
Yep.
And Green Bay, please do your job tonight so that we lock up the AFC North tonight. And I'll be fine with screen passes all day long. You can even start Mason Rudolph tomorrow if you wanted to. Hell, you know what? Trot Will fucking Howard out there. Trot him out there.
Listen, you will have, because right now, look, another team just fell off the playoffs, the Indianapolis Colts, because based on the win right now with they beat the Chargers. So, you know what I'm saying? So
I'll say this. I'll say this about the Colts. Anybody who's upset with them choosing Phillip Rivers, we haven't gotten a chance to discuss it.
No, but you and I discussed it separately. We kind of agreed on what you're going to say right now. Go ahead.
Okay. The Colts know Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers knows the Colts. He knows the system. He knows the players. He also hasn't said or done controversial things.
Nope.
So this is not a black-white thing from the messages I've gotten when I've discussed.
Same thing. Cam Newton can suck it, All
right. So Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick, you guys can go fuck each other in the ass like you will Byers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't give a shit. You're going to go with the guy who can get the job done. And at 44 years old, Phillip Rivers was tasked in 2 weeks to play a top 5 defense his first week back, and then play another top 10 defense in his week back. And your first week, you almost beat the Seahawks. If you don't throw a pick 6 against the Niners, you barely lose to the Niners. So,
listen,
I mean, is Kaepernick doing that?
No.
Is Cam Newton going to jump? Not for nothing, Cam Newton. You're not used to jumping on anything.
Nope.
So who are you to sit there and say, well, they didn't even call me? Because nobody wants to call you.
Listen,
Cam.
dude, what Cam is going to do is run. He can't complete a pass anymore. You saw it through his last years there, and when he went to New England, then they traded him back to the Panthers, and it was just him running. He could still run, but he can't. There's so much running you could do if you cannot pass football.
And then he was back for all of 3.5 seconds.
Exactly.
I remember that against the Cardinals.
McCormick, we're going to drop your picks when we get to the pick section, brother. I appreciate McCormick dropped it on the Rumble chat on fire. He is ready, coming over and get some money. I'm going to drop it when we get to the gambling section. You are in first, my friend, because Whitey didn't send me any picks today. I think he was stoned on his Xanax. Xanax?
No, Whitey.
Did he take Quaaludes?
The road to New York was slippery for him to drive.
Yeah. So there we go.
But the thing I want to add is this. You can't tell me, and I'm trying to say this without trending towards a certain way.
Gotcha.
Or people thinking it's a certain way. Because I don't want to upset the rage baiters, because they like to come out on TikTok with their username of 1234. I fuck my cousin. Let's go. Who's gonna call a quarterback? Listen, I understand you took a knee for social injustice. I get all that. That's fine.
That has nothing to do with that.
I'm fine for It's your documentary you did. It's the fact that you had Brandon, again, if you're watching. If not, he'll go back and watch this. When Colin Kaepernick had a tryout with the Ravens, and he felt he should start over Lamar. No. And then you say the NFL is a modern-day slave trade. How? Because slaves didn't get paid what NFL players are getting paid, right?
Yep. No,
this isn't a race thing, but somebody wants to always make it a race thing.
This is the only anywhere in the world, all right, outside of soccer, that everyone has made a millionaire playing a game. Most of these athletes were not going to be Fortune 500 CEOs. There's a few that are really smart and probably would, but most of these fucking athletes, none of them were going to get out of college and get a $1 million a year fucking job. All right. Nobody's going to run a Farfortune company. Nobody was going to invent the next Tesla. Nobody was going to invent the fucking rocket that goes to Mars. All right. Let's keep it straight, dude. It's not
Nobody was going to write the next fucking Netflix fucking huge hit.
Exactly. So here we are. This is the only country in the world outside of soccer, right? Because soccer money is different. Some countries is all funneled by oil and other things. They'll shoot your ass if you don't fucking play right, in addition to just getting paid millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Outside of soccer, this is the only country that's going to pay you for being an elite athlete. All right. So don't give me that shit. I never took it as race.
Unfortunately, there are people that do.
He had the right to do whatever he wants in protest, but there's always consequences whether you do it. But he was a third string quarterback towards the end of his career.
Like, you want to make it about race again? That's your choice. That's your right to do.
It's your opinion, bro.
I think I could speak for both of us.
Yeah.
Again, it's your opinion. It's your choice. We're not here to say you're right or wrong. But when that's all you're making it about, that just tells me the type of character you already are.
Yeah. He started this when he was benched.
Those are the ones that like I've mentioned through my mental health journey and everything, those are the people I am now trying to avoid. You are not going to bring me to your level. And I don't know if Brent's watching, and I don't know if I'm sure you've seen it.
Yep.
The fact that I've had an impact, again, like the amount of people that have messaged me, like when I was going through my shit, like you, Nate's Daily Wagers, Garrett and Brent and everybody, telling me the impact I've had on people. I didn't realize how big of an impact I really had till Brandon wants to start his own sports podcast. Brent has opened up about his own mental health thing. So, I mean, hey, to the rage baiters out there that say that we don't know what we're doing or what we're talking about, I got a bigger impact than you fuckers, so go suck my fucking
Nobody
dick.
has the balls to do what we do and get up there and say it.
Not only that, how many people, men mind you, openly speak about their mental health and don't get criticized? Not
Absolutely.
many.
Absolutely. Put it this way, dude. I'll do all the responding to the text. I mean, to all the comments, bro. Because some of them I leave alone. Some of them I just go in there.
Trust me. You trust me. The things I would say would get both of us banned from TikTok forever.
But put it this way, man. I love it how I just respond very simple. It probably pisses them off even more. You know what I mean, dude? You know what I'm saying? It's
that's the thing that I can't do. I can't just simply say, yeah, okay, 100 or like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. Me, it's like, nah, I got to take it from this level and I got to bring it here. And then when somebody brings it here, okay, well, now not only that, I'm going to bring it all the way to fuck up here.
But sometimes it's not worth it, right?
It. And then and then you're cooked, and that's it. And then you're cooked, and you can fuck off. That's it.
There we go, baby. Oh, we got Abuelito Loco. Don't forget about your award. Yeah, that's right. You got the your award, Hold My Beer award from 1420 Sports. Shout out.
Yep.
Shout out to my boys from 20 Sports, man. Shout out to Brent, baby.
I got one from Spotify creators too for
nice.
I think it was Journeyman podcast or something like that. Granted, nice. I don't get actual awards. I get the place on my mantle here, but
no, dude, you got to share that in social media when they send you that shit. I think you could, screenshot it or something like that.
Just the fact that, again, to you rage baiters that say that this is easy, it's not. But these little wins, like, okay, Brent picks me for an award on his show. That's a huge win for me. It's something Brent didn't have to do. Brent chose me. He could have chose countless others, and he said, hey, Hold My Beer fucking award. Hey, I'm going to give it to Jim, blah, 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 whatever it is.
That was good stuff, though.
His hard work, and again, like I told him, he's still the bar to set when it comes to this. Granted, he's not doing as much as he used to, and I know he's got a lot going on, but just the fact that, again, you jerk-offs think this is easy. It's not easy. Like, you think doing this show is easy? I don't know about you, E-Man, but I was a kid in high school, hated speaking in front of people, hated being recorded, hated doing oral presentations. And look now, almost 44 years old, I podcast, I do videos, and I do this show with you. I do a show with Garrett. I do guest appearances with Brent from time to time. And you jerk-offs think this is easy. When you can do what we do, again, you know what? Here, I'll treat this like WWE. I openly challenge all the rage baiters. You come on this show and tell us why we're wrong about whatever topic you want to discuss, and we'll tell you why you're wrong and send you back home to go live with your mommy and your fucking daddy, okay? I will fucking roast you so bad you'll be back in your daddy's fucking ball sack at 25 years old. How's that sound, jerk-off?
They won't be able to listen, man. We take
you can't hang with this show.
They can.
They can't hang with us. We're
they hate this because they hate us.
We do. Like John Cena.
You can't
see me. Which, by the way, for any wrestling fan out there, John Cena was willing to give us, as wrestling fans, over 200 wrestling dates. At WWE, so stupidly, you're a fucking business, right? You said, no, 36 dates is more than enough.
Damn, dude. Wow.
That wouldn't have happened under the rapist, Vince McMahon.
No, Big McMahon would absolutely go ham. Yep, B-Mac is in the house. Now he's on YouTube. Look at this.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Yep, we know what you.
Yo, B-Max everywhere.
B-Back is lighting up every chat he could find right now, man. Hey, hold on a second. B-Back, I'm about to give you the live Watson live TD. He's going for a live TD for Watson. For Christian, what is it? Christian Watson, right? Is his name? Wide receiver. There we go.
You can't see Watson.
Can't see Watson. You can't see me, baby. There we go, man. We're on fire.
You know what's funny about tonight's game, too, right?
What's up?
So, you know, every Steeler fan wanted Malik Willis, right?
Yes,
and Malik Willis has the chance to do the funniest thing ever. As not a Steeler, not drafted by a Steeler, never played for the Steelers, gets to do the one thing we hope he does tonight, eliminate the Ravens.
That's true. That is true, man. Talking about elimination, and this guy didn't help you guys real quick. And let's start with we've heard the story already. I just want to get,
we have.
The reason why I want to bring it up, it's because of the fucking press conference now this dumbass put up last night. We're going to share the press conference for this Ryan Kennedy. We all know what happened, right? Heckler goes out, DK confronts him, does his thing, gets physical. I don't think he punched him. He just pushed him up, and it happened to be like he punched him. I don't think so. He did put his hands on his t-shirt. You don't do that kind of shit because you're stupid if you're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then we know then DK gets suspended. This dumbass now is writing it for all it's worth. He's
of course.
Welcome to America, bro. Anybody can sue anybody for nothing, especially with other cameras. The fact that now this guy's gonna milk it for what it's worth. Everybody knew before his nephew came up and said that he was planning this all along. He wanted to outrage DK, whatever the case may be. Hunter Kennedy, by the way, tweeted that earlier. I wish I had the screenshot. Before that, we know this guy is a natural troll. They have him in every stadium. They're season ticket holders because guess what? I was kind of one of those people myself. I didn't go that far, but I would talk mad trash. I own season tickets for the Dolphins. I moved down here from New York to Florida. Great time. I was in my mid-20s, drinking a lot, trash by the time I got to the game, and I would just talk mad shit, and I would even have people look back. I did it at Yankee Stadium against the opposition all the time, especially when I'm behind the dugout. You know what I'm saying? The few times I got tickets behind the dugout. When I used to go to Shea Stadium, I would talk trash to Shea Stadium as well. I was one of those hecklers. Never got that bad, but there's always season ticket holders that this is what they look for in life, right? Is to get under the athlete's skin because we know that these morons can never play a sport, right? Even if they wanted it to. All right, that's kind of where we're at with this shit. So let's take a look at the stupid press conference, right? First and foremost, and then I want to hear your take. This is it's ridiculous.
It is really hard to get me upset, but there's two things: animal abuse, racism.
So he started saying it's really hard to get me upset, dude. Come on, man.
I'm already upset listening to this.
He's wearing a backwards Lions hat, right, with a suit.
Well, look at him. He's a backwards jackass.
Yep.
Like I get hot right away. Like I can feel it in my face. It gets all warm. So. I guess I want to be crystal clear about one thing. Yeah. I didn't use racial slurs. No
you did.
Hate speech. I mean, none of that stuff.
That backwards hat tells me you're a racist.
Actually, never.
So is that face. So is his press conference. Look at your lawyer.
At all. So
where'd you get him from? Morgan & Morgan?
Yeah, this guy's an ambulance chaser 100%, though. Look at him. Look at the lawyer.
He's like the lawyers they use in wrestling. That really aren't lawyers.
Yes, but
you
jobbers.
Can play him as a lawyer because he looks like a lawyer. Mm-hmm. Come the fuck on with this shit. All right, I've already mentioned this. Well, actually, please just play the rest of it.
Yep, we got a minute left.
Watching this, man, just if you could just say that, please.
He called him DeKalen again.
Like my family's getting threats and stuff, and it's not cool.
Good, they should.
Whether you said that or not.
Your family should post-abort
I'm sure you didn't want that to happen to the family. Even if you did, I forgive you, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. So what Ryan did say is he used his first name. He asked him to sign a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey.
No, he didn't.
But what he did not say is what matters most here. During an entire half of football and for 15 years as a season ticket holder, he did not say any racial slurs. He did not call any names. And most importantly, he complied with the Ford Field guest code of conduct.
Yeah, which is lax at best.
Again, he did not use any racial slurs.
Yeah, he did.
And he followed the rules.
You're an
asshole. This isn't just me saying. Ford Field Security
Your mother's a
investigated the
cuckold.
incident and allowed Mr. Kennedy to return to the seats.
Your dad was born a woman.
It was determined that no code of conduct violation occurred.
Caitlin Clark has bigger balls than this guy. All right, ready?
All right. So here's the thing, right? Golden Tate said it best, right? You're an athlete, right? Don't ever get to this point, even if they're unless and honestly, Jim, unless this person is jumping off the fucking over the seats. That's when I put my hands on somebody, right? He has way more to lose, man, than do this shit. The guy's a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning it. He's a piece of shit. And I think DK also needed to be smarter. They're held at a different standard. Yeah, he should have.
I for one feel that this situation, it already happened when he played in Seattle.
Yeah.
So ambulance chaser here and this chooch rocket are going to ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then there's also the video that comes out after the incident, and he comes out and goes, "Yep, this was the whole point."
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I did. Okay, so now we're going to ignore that. Okay. Again, DK Metcalf is employed by an NFL team, and by essence is employed by the NFL. You are held to a higher standard. I understand people saying that DK is in the wrong, but here's where I'm going to defend DK for a minute here. If I was a person of color and you called me a racial slur, I am cracking you in the fucking jaw and I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because if I am a man of color and you drop the hard R on me, you're done. You're done. And now he's lucky. This guy's lucky he was able to talk. DK is a genetic freak. If DK had really punched this guy, DK would be dead. This guy would be dead from a DK punch.
There wasn't a punch. He grabbed his t-shirt and then just shoved him up.
And I understand.
Is it proven though that he did drop the racial slur? Or is there...
I have not seen video clip of that portion.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, if you're going to hold DK accountable, I'm going to go further. You're holding the Steelers accountable. You're holding the NFL accountable, because where's security? Where's any teammate or coach to stop DK from going over there?
His team should have. Somebody should have, like, as soon as DK approached that, there should be somebody next one.
What you're doing is you're making a bigger deal out of, this voids all his guaranteed money. First off, the Steelers are still going to pay him.
Yeah.
Steelers aren't getting rid of him. And I understand, and I get there's some that you want him gone. And you're entitled to that opinion. And I get it. I get it. And I'm not going to agree or disagree with you. But if you're going to get rid of DK, who's your wide receiver one then? Who?
It'll be stupid.
Who? So, and I understand there are some that were more worried about Pickens doing this.
Pickens never did it as bad as he was.
Pickens never went after a fan.
No.
So
he's a hothead.
And, well, I think in Dallas, they're kind of getting in his head a bit more. Something that I feel Pittsburgh should have done, and you would have a legitimate monster at 1 and 2, but God forbid you did that. Instead, Cam Hayward was too busy arguing over $3 million.
That offense would have been that
offense with Rodgers, and I think Rodgers was a part of Pickens' fucking departure as well.
Because he doesn't like
maybe Rodgers should have said something to him like, "Hey, listen, this is the type of maturity I expect. If you can't play to this level, tell me now." And
I think Pickens
not going to sign here.
I think Pickens would have absolutely gotten in line with Rodgers there, because it's a big difference than Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, right, from that standard. Russell Wilson always clashed with his wide receivers, right? So I honestly think, plus Russell Wilson could not get the ball. Look, as much as a douche and as old as he is, I mean, he's had a hell of a fucking season for somebody his age, right? If you think about it, in a really tough defensive, let's give credit, a really tough defensive division, right? So, but look, and I agree with you 100%. Somebody should have been watching out for him, but dude, Golden Tate said it best in the Kay Adams podcast. He goes, I've been called everything from under the sun, a hard R, this and that, but I know better than to do this at that moment with cameras, because I'm the one that's going to look bad.
But here's the other thing. By
the way, I'm not condoning nobody getting called a racial slur, by the way.
No.
For the rage baiters. And
Neither
call me
one of us are.
me a MAGA dude or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning any of that shit.
No,
You know?
Oh God. Oh yeah. Well, we've been accused of that too.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing: just because you could buy a ticket to get into the stadium, nowhere on that ticket does it entitle you to act like an asshole.
Whatever.
Listen. I've said it on my platform where I've been to games. I haven't argued with athletes or said anything to athletes. I have gotten into it at Yankee games or Red Sox fans, but it's never led to like me getting detained by NYPD. It's always ended with, all right, yeah, I see your point of view, even with drinking involved. Like Red Sox fans would be like, all right, yeah, I see your point of view. But whatever it is, some would be like, yo, well, I'll see you in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, you don't want that. But I'm not out there going to fucking Lions games and calling Amar St. Brown the N-word.
No.
Because again, I'm not a racist. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, blue, purple, pan, trans, pie, square. I don't give a fuck what kind of sexual you are. I don't give a fuck.
The heckling was always about the game, right? You know, you never mess with nobody's kids. You never mess with nobody's family. The heckling was always about the game. You know, oh, you soft hands. Oh, you can't catch a football. Oh, you know, you butterfingers. That kind of crap. You know, and you were like, oh, my boy's owing you. Whatever. Whoever's the other defensive player was cow guarding. That kind of shit. That was a heckling that because I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was one of those guys. I was never this close to like shit. What do you think? I'm stupid to go up to like a player? I'll be terrified. I'll be terrified for my life, man. If he put his hands on me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna sue the shit out of him too if he does.
No, for nothing. If DK put his hands on me, I'd be like, shit. Yo, all right, listen. You don't want this to go any further. Yo, told me like $75K.
Yeah, bro, we good to go, man.
Give me an autograph.
But it's a circus now.
I'll take that $75K. I'll be getting fucking season tickets to the Steelers, traveling every Saturday to go to Pittsburgh.
But it's a circus. This guy is a major troll. He's known for doing this shit.
There's no need for this. There's no need for this press conference. There's no need.
No. And unfortunately, dude, now he is, because you could sue whoever the hell you want. So you could sue whatever you want.
I'm suing rage baiters. How about that?
Yep.
I'm suing TikTok user 123. I still suck on my mom's titty at 44. How about that? How about I sue you for being an asshole?
Exactly. So that's the thing. He's now suing the NFL because the NFL, whatever. I don't even know why. He's going to sue the Lions most likely. Now, you'd be stupid because the Lions can say, like, you know what? I'm going to grab your fucking season tickets and you're never stepping into this fucking place.
This guy is traveling a road. He is.
Yeah, 45 million.
Get a real fucking lawyer, bro, if you're gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
Get fucking Celino and Barnes. Get fucking Morgan and Morgan. Don't get fucking Better Call Saul fucking
But that's the only lawyer that's probably gonna take this case. This lawyer's doing it for also recognition and increase his clientele, even if it loses. It's all.
I wouldn't hire this fucking chooch. If I fucking broke my leg and not watching the Gap on the Long Island Railroad, I'm not getting this guy to represent me. I'm getting a real fucking lawyer because I know when I win, I could pay him at the end.
Not knowing the particulars of the contract, I know he could lose it, detrimental, whatever. But that's also up to the actual team because the league is not the one signing him.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
I don't think the Steelers are going to do it because the Steelers are in a predicament where they got no choice; they got to pay him. For anybody to sit there and say Tomlin allows this, this is what
DK needs to do next time.
Again, I know there's people watching, and I know their viewpoints. I get it. One in particular, I read it in the chat we have, and I understand your viewpoint, McCormick, completely. I understand. I get it when it comes to problem wide receivers, but I hate to be the guy that says this. They're not going to get rid of him.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Especially this season.
If they do, I would be surprised.
Yeah.
And we know in the past, they've got rid of Santonio Holmes for marijuana. They got rid of Antonio Brown, and they've got rid of Martavius Bryant, and they got rid of all these other guys.
This one is a great line.
Are in this situation now. They've got they're handcuffed. And they need that guy that's going to help fill the seats. They need that guy that's going to help them on the field. And that's DK, and they're not going to part ways with him.
And because after the fact, the Dog and Pony show, that's also where the Steelers are. Hey, DK, I get it, man. Don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it again.
He's already facing a suspension, which people feel is lax at best.
Yeah. Two for that is bullshit. 2 games is bullshit for that, dude. You know what I'm saying? I think that's BS.
But you also have the people now, and I addressed this the other day. Well, look at the Lamar Jackson situation. And Lamar wasn't suspended.
No.
And he full-fledged shoved somebody 5 feet back into their seat.
It's up to the team, dude. It's up to the team.
But
now, this guy did put his hands on Lamar, so that's when all the rules go out the window on that one. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. There was physical altercation that was even more stronger.
That's that. But then again, D-Hop didn't put hands on the fan that slapped him in the helmet.
That's right.
Lamar was, and I'll just listen. I defend Lamar's position in that.
No, I would have done the same thing when it comes to Lamar, because
now
you're putting your hands
if
on
the
me, bro.
Ravens had came out and said, "Hey, we're suspending you," if I'm Lamar Jackson, oh, fuck it, then you suspended me. Then okay, I did the right. Listen.
I defended myself. He put his hands on me first.
We have to realize this as sports fans, and I've said this countless times. We look at them more as athletes than human beings. And at the end of the day, they are human beings just like you and I, but they have a specific skill set that you and I never had. And that makes them millions of dollars.
Yep.
And I'm not hating on that. That's fine. If I applied myself a bit more, who knows? I decided not to. I felt jerking around and going to keg parties.
Genetics also had a...
It was better for me. And
but genetics,
I'm paying the price.
Genetics have a rule in that too, bro. We're not 6'4".
Well, at 5'10", I could have been a quarterback in the league. Shit, Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer. Fuck. But not that I would have been a Hall of Famer if I made it to the NFL, but the fact is they're humans at the end of the day, as we all are, and our initial reaction when certain things happen is to act and not think. It's just the way we're wired.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people forget. Like, you look at DK as an athlete, and I look at DK as both an athlete and a human being. And they have emotions just like we do. And if he was called the things that we are being told that he's saying were said, then he reacted. And he's paying the price. We're not paying the price.
Nope.
The Steelers are paying the price. Us as fans of the Steelers, we're paying the price because now we don't get to see DK play. And if you have him in fantasy and you need him to win a championship,
those people are fucked. Yeah.
Well, you're fucked. But I mean, at the end of the, again, athletes are humans like the rest of us. They have feelings and emotions. They're not robots, and they're gonna react the way we do.
And what's sad is that,
and you're lucky that fan should be lucky. That's all it was. If this guy said that on the street.
And
that's
DK,
not a press conference. That's a funeral.
No, DK unfortunately is gonna have to pay this guy. It's not gonna be millions of dollars. They're gonna settle us out of it. Here's $100K, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Dude's gonna take it because that season tickets for like another, 5 or 6 seasons that he just paid for. So, what DK needs to do next time, bro.
I wouldn't give this guy nothing.
You know what I mean? It's probably gonna just pay him to go away. That's what they're looking for. But DK needs to do next time is pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, yo, homies, I got some tickets and do will call, right? Third quarter, can you get over here real quick? Seat, stands, whip his ass."
Nah, see,
oh,
that'd be a bad idea.
Fight.
That'd be a bad idea because one of them would be like, "Yeah, DK gave me money to do this," and then you got DK in a whole nother situation.
No, I just gotta say it. That's what we do in Brooklyn. We'll call people again, legs broken.
The street way, absolutely. I mean, in Queens, we do it that way too. Like, yo, somebody did it. But I remember back in the day.
Yeah, somebody's getting in the bodega basement, bro.
I'm aging myself here, but I'm like we be in some shit, and it'd be like, yo, get to the payphone, beep this motherfucker real quick, because he coming with 30 deep. Like me growing up in New Hyde Park, even though I was born in Queens, but I grew up in New Hyde Park. We feuded with Elmont, Sewanaka, right? And we had one of the biggest brawls, Elmont and New Hyde Park.
Shout out to Elmont, bro.
Right? Fuck Elmont. Right?
I have family that lived in Elmont.
And you want to know how that fight started?
I have family that lived in Elmont.
Because the two broads And
it always starts with chicks, bro.
And I'm in front of Yesterday's Diner eating my bacon burger.
Is that place still open?
I've
been there.
So. I believe so.
I've been there.
I remember it was me and my boy Tim and my boy Eric, and we're eating. I'd be 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And we were done drinking at this dive called Hennessy's, right? And this fight fucking breaks. And this fight went from the fight started at a keg party at this kid Jim's house, not my house. Another guy named Jim. And I speared some chick through a fence because she tried to hit my boy.
You speared a chick through a fence? You speared her. Goldberg style.
Through a fence, like Roman Reigns.
Goldberg style, right?
No, Roman Reigns speared.
Okay, well,
I added an extra fucking Samoan.
Okay.
And because she was trying to crack my boy over the head with an empty Jack Daniels bottle, and I said, "No, we ain't doing that."
Nah, that's good. You got it.
So I figured the momentum just took us to a fence. So
chain link fence or one of those white privacy fence like I have in my house.
No, straight wood.
Okay. Oh shit, the wood ones. Okay.
Yeah, I gave it a wood.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was woody.
Next thing you know, we all leave, and all of a sudden people coming in. This fight's breaking out. This fight's at this corner, this corner, this corner. This fights all over the place, up and down Jericho fucking Turnpike. Bro, I went out there. I started laying people the fuck out.
Jim, my only question is: you're 5'10"?
5'11", I should say.
5'11". Shit, you don't seem that tall, man. You're taller than me, bro. I'm short, 5'8".
I like to tell women I'm 6. I like to tell women I'm 5'12".
Just right, this
I don't even know how we got here. Thank God I'm drinking.
Hold on a second. Now that you mentioned Elmont and New Hyde Park, it's funny. Now you're bringing back memories. The movie theaters that we used to go to, especially when I was able to drive, it was in Valley Stream.
Green Acres.
Green Acres, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, when I went to live with my dad after me beating the shit out of my stepdad.
Yeah, I was there like a movie before I was like a show before the shootout during Godfather.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Where we lived in Valley Stream. So you had Sunrise Highway.
Yep.
Right? So it's like Sunrise Highway. I lived behind it.
Yeah, Green Acres is my jam, bro.
So I lived behind it. I forget the name of the street, but I was a block away from Hook Creek, which on the south shore of Long Island, Hook Creek is the border between Valley Stream and Queens.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Rosedale and Laurelton
and all that. Green Acres was kind of like a line.
So I was like 15 minutes from Linden Boulevard, and I was close to like where LL grew up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, man. What was the name of that?
Green Acres Mall was right there. Yeah. And actually, it was funny because I think when that shootout happened, I think my dad and my stepmom at the time were in Virginia. So I had kegs that we, statute of limitations passed on this. We robbed the Italian feast off hours of kegs.
Really?
Yeah, because the trailers had the kegs. And remember the old school refrigerators where you had the handle, you had the pull down?
Yep.
And then some of them had the hole in it if you wanted to put a lock in.
Yep.
But it had the 4 screws. So it's like the lock was almost there just for like, oh, hey, don't touch it. But, hey, pop those 4 screws out and everything comes undone. So, yeah, we took about 10 kegs from there and I had 3. So I said, fuck it, I'm having a keg party. And, we had that. And Jesus Christ, this show just went off the rails.
Listen, all right, let's get back on here. But it's funny. It's memory lane, dude. It's funny how far I used to live from you, but I used to hang out in the same area right there. So now let's go from one individual who let's go from one Steeler to another, Jim. And now we'll hit this lightly. Your boy this week accomplished a feat that very few coaches have had, right? 19 straight seasons without losing record. There's one thing that I may agree lately with Ryan Clark is that this dude is unfireable. It's gonna be up to him because I don't think the ownership has the balls to fire.
Which Ryan Clark you agreeing with, ESPN or the Pivot Podcast Ryan Clark?
I forgot where he said this. Either Pivot Podcast or ESPN. I don't know where he said it.
Podcast, and yes, I agree. If it's ESPN Ryan Clark, absolutely not.
I don't know where he said it, but that part he does make sense. Which I think the team just, I don't know, man. They are enamored by the fact that you're gonna be mediocre. They're happy with being mediocre because this right now guarantees them a season next season. He's
well,
coming
they're
back.
not firing Tomlin regardless.
No, you know what I mean.
But
so
my issue, listen, again, this is for a coach, for an accolade as this is great. And to some of us Steeler fans, it doesn't matter because it's not going to attribute to a Super Bowl or anything.
no.
But when you look, and I've been a harsh criticizer of Tomlin, and I'm not going to deny it. I've done it here. I've done it everywhere. And I can't lie and say I've never said it. I got to own it. But the fact that you could go out there and you could win and have a winning season for 19 years straight, and even if it doesn't amount to anything, for his resume to be a Hall of Famer, to me, speaks volumes. And not only that, there are people that, again, that they're going to make it about, well, he's a minority coach and he's doing this. And again, that's great. It's great. And I could commend that. But the fact that this is happening now, that it took this long to make these adjustments on offense.
Yeah.
The fact that this defense is playing on a level without TJ, it's speaking volumes that maybe finally we have pieces in place like a Jack Sawyer, a Nick Herbig, a Joey Porter Jr., or even the signing of Asante Samuel Jr., where it's saying, all right, maybe if we develop Will Howard, maybe if we do certain things, maybe we could get almost back to that Roethlisberger era of football. Maybe. But I'm not going to take away 19. Listen, he's got more winning seasons in the NFL and coaching than I do.
Yep.
And I for one, feel that this is a great accomplishment for Coach Tomlin. There's a reason why he's been here for 19 years. People, at the end of the day, they do want to play for him. He is a player's coach.
He is a player's coach.
He's got a connection with not just the player, but the human that is the athlete. He's got that connection with him. And that's something that most coaches don't have in this league that he has. And you can't take that away from him, I feel. Bill Belichick don't have that.
No.
So for everybody Belichick
Andy
is the greatest head coach of all time. Oh, by the way, this cheap viewer streamboat bullshit. As I got to take a piss.
Is he on? Did he? Oh shit! Look at that. Oh,
yeah. I got to break the seal. Unfortunately, I'll be
cheap
right
viewers,
back. I'm
baby.
taking my
Stream
mic
boat,
off,
remove space. Remove the space. I don't even know what that means, bro.
I don't know what it is either, but I got to break the seal.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man. You've been drinking tall 40s now for a while. No, I agree with you. I actually would agree with you. Unfortunately for me, it's look. We haven't had a winning season as a Giants fan now since Coughlin, right? And yeah, I would love to have over 500 to make the playoffs, but I guess for just like the Yankees, for a caliber of a franchise like the Steelers, who are legendary, I believe it's 4 Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken. I think at one point there needs to be a change, and it has to probably start with the head coach because of the quarterback position, where he's failed miserably in developing and finding a replacement for Big Ben. I know it's not easy finding a right quarterback or a franchise quarterback. Just ask the Giants after Eli Manning. All right, just ask the Browns right after that. Just ask the fucking ask the Browns, right? You know what I'm saying? They haven't been able to find a franchise quarterback. Period. Well, they did have one. They just traded it away. But
they didn't even trade him. They let him walk.
They let him walk. Didn't they? So here's the thing: like from a caliber of a franchise, like I was saying, that the Steelers are. They're a winning franchise. Right? 4 Super Bowls, Jim. Right? Is it 4 Super Bowls or 5? I think 4.
6.
Right? 6. All right, whatever. That's a lot of Super Bowls, more than your average team. And to not have being close to that, getting back to that level, I think his biggest flaw, like you said, is developing a quarterback, finding the right quarterback, drafting the right quarterback. And that's huge. And look, he's been doing it without the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing it with a lot of patches, making it to the playoffs. But I think at one point,
smoke and mirrors.
Exactly, smoke and mirrors. At one point,
the
Francis have to decide.
Mirrors, it's luck. It's a matter of luck. It's a matter of just something going your way that day.
Having the Browns in your division is great because it's helped you get there.
And this year, this year has really been luck because Joe Burrow was hurt for most of the year.
Yep. Lamar
So you
got
have
hurt.
that. The fact that the Ravens have taken that drastic step backwards. The fact I've even seen Ravens fans saying it's Harbaugh's time to go.
Yeah, no, man. Listen,
You're now on that Steeler precipice of what has been said about Tomlin. That, okay, you had a bad year. Lamar's been banged up more than he's ever been. And you still trotted him out there when maybe you shouldn't have. But also, too, Baltimore could still be in this race if you had just started Snoop Huntley instead of Cooper Rush for those games you actually lost that you could have won.
That's on the coach. 17-7 right now. Ravens are up.
Wow.
Snoop Huntley, by the way, shout out to Tyler Huntley, bro. He is a South Florida product. All right. Shout out to Deerfield Beach. That actually used to work.
But to the uneducated fan of the Ravens, do you know why the Ravens could win with Snoop Huntley as a backup?
You got Derrick Henry there, who has 2 touchdowns today.
Because you don't have to change the offense.
No.
Because
that was just
Huntley is just as mobile as Lamar.
And all he needs to do is not turn the ball over, make the throw when he needs to. He's 8 and 9 with 58 yards, which is not great, but I'll guarantee you he's moving 6 or 7 yards.
I got at least 50 rushing already.
Yep, exactly. He has 90. He has 90 and 2 touchdowns. No, Derrick Henry has 90 yards rushing right now in the first half. 7 minutes remaining and 2 fucking touchdowns.
Yes, he hit part of my parlay already.
I tried, bro. 17 fucking carries. I'm telling you, this guy, and this is the whole thing. So I'm telling you, man. So this is where we're at. It's like, again, this is the difference, right? I think Harbaugh dropped the ball with Cooper Rush, and I don't know why, because Cooper Rush is not a mobile quarterback, and the only reason he was able to do this with, get some type of winning streak, right, where they were all actually screaming that, hey, if Cooper Rush can win, remember, why not Cooper Rush?
Yeah, but Cooper Rush did it. Okay, but that came from his success in Dallas.
Exactly.
When Dak went down, but see, you didn't have to change it in Dallas because Dak's not nearly mobile the way Lamar is.
That offense was built for.
You didn't have to change it in Dallas. And in Baltimore, you have Lamar.
Yep.
And as a Steeler fan saying this, as a guy who shit on Lamar when he first came into the league and looked at him as just a running back over a quarterback, but I've given him his due. He's worked year in and year out to improve on his inefficiencies. All right, accuracy was a question. All right, now he's more accurate than he's ever been.
Yep.
He's done this. He's done that. He's put in the work. He's, a 2-time MVP.
Absolutely.
All right, he doesn't have a Super Bowl, but that's not all on him. That's on the team as a collective. That's on John Harbaugh. That's on a lot of things. But when he goes down and you're telling me you're a Ravens fan and you're happy that Cooper Rush is starting over Huntley, who has won big games for you?
Yep.
Shout out to B-Mac. We're at a different season right now. We're not looking at if Baltimore somehow loses this game of them being eliminated. But Tyler Huntley right now is your best option to get you into a wild card at best.
Yeah, Watson got his TD. Shout out to B-Mac. He called it earlier. Good deal. Did you bet that? Did you bet that separate, B-Mac? Just single.
Did.
I mean that's a single bet.
He probably did. He don't put it. He don't put his winners in the. He puts his winners in the chats after they win. Don't hook a play up.
No, he put this one earlier.
No, I'm fucking with you, B-Mac.
No, he put that one on earlier. But yeah, that absolutely. But yeah, man. Look, that, like I said, now that we're on it, again, Tomlin. Yes, credit where credit is due. It's hard to win 19 straight seasons, right? You know what I'm saying, dude?
It's hard to win 3 straight seasons at times.
Let's take a look at this game real quick, man.
It's hard to win a season. I mean, look at Aaron Glenn. He was supposed to be the guy that turns the Jets around, and he couldn't do it.
He's no Ben Johnson, I can tell you that much.
Exactly. Look at Ben Johnson. I mean, you looked at the beginning part of that year, and it's, this guy is on the hot seat already. And now look, if you're a Bears fan, you can't tell me at the beginning of the year, the first 3, 4, 5 games, and whatever their record was, you can't tell me you thought that this team was going to win the NFC North. You can't tell me as a Lions fan you thought your team was on the brink of elimination and the dynasty that could have been is over before it ever started. You can't tell me as a Vikings fan you thought you'd be looking up at the other 3 teams. What Ben Johnson is doing in Chicago is remarkable.
Absolutely.
You took a guy that nobody had, and we've shit on Khalid Williams.
Yep.
We've also given him credit where
I give him credit this year, and I said, "Hey, listen,
this kid is
he's shutting everybody up. Second year, he's doing kind of what Lamar did.
He's got the right coach.
Yep.
He's got the right weapons. He's got everything in his favor, and that's because you got rid of all the bullshit in Chicago that Justin Fields dealt with, and you now have a guy that knows you have to build around this kid. So there's that.
Yeah. So go back to this game real quick before we stay on that particular tip that you were talking about with Ben Johnson, because we're going to segue to that. Let's go on a live look. 4-4 Malik Willis right now, 4-4, 1 TD. He's playing pretty decent for 94 yards. You cannot ask more from Malik Willis than that. The difference of the game right now is that the Baltimore rushing is 144 yards to a total of 1. They can't run the football right now.
What did Keaton Mitchell do so far?
Keaton Mitchell has 20 yards and 3 carries. Good average, 6.7.
That's another one I had my parlay I sent you.
6.7 yards per carry. So right now, yeah, 6.7. But this is the real. If Josh Jacobs kind of had maybe 50 rushing yards by now with like 10 carries, then this would be a different story. I think it would be probably like a tie game or a little more. That's the difference of the game. Malik Willis is not fucking this up.
But what are we in the second quarter right now?
Second quarter, there's like 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left.
Still early.
Yeah, still early. So, you know what I'm saying? At 20 carries for Derrick Henry, he has more carries in this half than he's probably had all season long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Through the entire game.
But that's because, I mean, you look at Green Bay's defense, and I said this a few episodes ago, where now you take a hit because Parsons is out. And by the way, I don't know, I addressed this. I'm sure you heard it. I'm sure B-Max heard it. I'm sure everybody who listens to Fan and Van has heard it. But now I'm dying for people that are in the chat, and your responses will, would be great here to see what you think. Ryan Clark comes out on ESPN.
Ryan Clark.
And he says the injury of Parsons is Bo Nix's fault. How?
Bullshit, dude. Come on, man.
How? So in essence, every linebacker who chases after a quarterback, you're asking now the quarterback to stop and say, lay me the fuck out? Is that what you want? Is that what you're saying? That now you want a quarterback to just get Goldberg speared through the fucking field?
Yep.
When I seen that, and I don't watch ESPN, but unfortunately it was a clip that was sent to me.
It was a stupid take, dude.
And I'm like, somebody that I know, a friend of mine from high school who listens, was like, hey, here's something you might be interested in. I'm like, I already seen this, but yeah, I am going to address it. And I addressed it, and I'm sorry, it's not Bo Nix's fault. The quarterback is doing what he gets paid to do, and that's avoid getting hit, and that's avoid getting sacked.
Yep.
And how do you blame that on a quarterback is beyond me. And that injury could have happened then. It could have happened the next play. It could have happened the next week. It could have happened a week. That injury could have happened tonight. Non-contact injuries to me in the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, even though baseball is not a contact sport, but even like when you tear your UCL, which leads to Tommy John, all like any type of non-contact injury are worse than actually getting hit sometimes.
B-Mac, is Aaron Judge or Aaron Rodgers? I mean, we're watching football here. 30-game rest to make the playoffs.
Oh, he's talking about Rodgers.
Yeah, it's like a Rodgers, right?
Got to be.
That's just fired up.
I don't know, unless B-Mac's hitting the green bottles a bit.
Yeah, I know. Listen, after putting like 20,
thinking about hitting green bottles tonight, but
he was after B-Mac is fired up after putting up 30 hours a day during peak season, delivering packages left and right to UPS. That dude lived in that truck since Thanksgiving.
I'll say this now, B-Mac. Thank your local UPS driver for getting your Christmas packages on time. And I know one thing, B-Mac cooks it up in the lab.
Yep.
When it comes to his picks, his bets, whatever it may be, he also cooks it up in that the UPS truck every day.
Yeah, man.
And he made sure that little Johnny got his bike, or that little Brenda got the makeup set. Or that
the video
somebody's
game.
gumad got the fucking lingerie to get plowed out in at the Comac Motor Inn tonight.
And the earrings, you know what I'm saying, at the Motor Inn. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, no, these guys are fucking. When he's telling you he's working like 16 hours a day, my buddy's is a UPS. He's a manager, and even him, he's there like a shitload of hours. He works like they call the, I forget what the shift. He comes in like at 12 o'clock at night, during peak season. He's there from 12 o'clock at night. He's there from midnight to like fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon, making plans and shit like that. And his drivers are, they're killing it.
I gotta say this too. UPS drivers are, from what I've seen, like the ones that have, I don't know how long BMAC's been there for, but the ones that have been there for 20 plus years, like with this whole like buyout thing, and they get these like RIFs, they call them, which is like reduced in like workforce or whatever it is. And the severance package is way less than what they make in a year.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. To whoever is the president of UPS, take your thumb like this, do this, and finger pop your own asshole. Because you're not doing any of these people a service at all. You're fucking them over. And fuck you. This is not a knock on UPS. This is a knock on the corporate people at UPS. I don't speak for anybody who works for them. Go fuck yourself. Corporate people are just greedy. Investors are greedy, and I know because I deal with investors and where I work. And
don't chime in because we don't want you to get fired. Now you're fired.
Hey, I mean, it's his call. He wants to chime in. He can chime in. But
now that you're talking about getting fired up, Brady, you spoke about something. Let me play you a clip also that I've been saving for you. Before the earlier today. This is what your boy, which you've given him credit, your boy Myles Garrett, who's chasing a record right now, said earlier. They asked him about the sack record and if he would like to get it. I
think it's TJ's, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and let me get this clip fired up over here. Hold on a second, brother. They ask him about the sack record and a particular quarterback that he might get it on. Let me
on Rodgers.
Let me maximize this. Ready? Check it out. Let me play it.
I don't think there's a lot of history between the two of us, but would I get it against him or I get it against Aaron? It makes no difference to me as long as it gets got.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. They ask him if he'd like to get the sack record.
That you rage baiting cocksuckers. That's rage baiting. You fucking chooch.
He said we have a little bit of history. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Whitey's picks. But yeah, man, Whitey.
Yeah, Whitey couldn't steal my phone today, unfortunately, because I was at home because my kid's mom and her boyfriend, my daughter, are in Michigan visiting my stepdaughter, and
the Zoloff got to Whitey a little too much today, and he slept through the picks.
Yeah,
we got hit yours up, bro. We got to hit yours up, B-Mac, first and foremost. You got some fire shit.
So she's visiting my, I like to call them my nephews, Parker and Arlo. And my stepdaughter actually is expecting a third child soon.
All right.
So there's that. So it's the first Christmas they were able to go to Michigan to visit them. So
all I know is that they're freezing their asses off over there, bro. If it's cold in New York, Michigan is like 1,000 times colder.
Yeah, probably. And from what I hear, my kid's mom has not gotten a break. She enjoys being a grandma and she's wiped the fuck out. But let me tell you something. Most exes will shit on the other one. And I can't shit on my kid's mom. She does everything and then some. She will go without, so you go with.
Gotcha.
Like she will spend the last dollar in her pocket so that her kids can have, her grandkids can have over what she needs or wants. As a person who's been a product of divorce and then part of a divorce, I can honestly say for those who are with your significant others, like I know you, E-Man, personally, you appreciate everything your wife does, from planning the most extravagant trips to Disney, but on the most friendliest budget.
Yep.
The one thing I could say is this:
Fixing the plumbing
is that too.
Yeah.
Which you would never get me to do if somebody clogged the fucking toilet. I'd be like, no, call the fucking plumber. That's what they get paid
electrical.
to do. But appreciate your significant, except for Rob, your wife's a whore. Appreciate your significant other. The reason why I say about Rob's wife is because she is a piece of shit. And I don't care if somebody else is in the car with him watching it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. She's a piece of shit. And I am also something that she accuses me of that I am not. And we are about to move on to beer number, I think, 4 it is. So.
The Lions have been eliminated. All right. And Ben Johnson has a big part of this because he's no longer running the offense right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The defense has been solid. I think dude, you know, they were the number 1 leading offense, like averaging a bunch of like yards per game before Campbell started making the plays.
See, I seen something when I watched the game the other day that it was this, and then the offense improved with him calling the play.
Wait. Thank you. No one's in the car.
Laura's a hooah.
Abuelita Loco, one of the loyals.
Yo, I got to start drinking more on these episodes.
Let's go back to the Lions. Dude, what a waste of and any moron that's using this a dynasty, because I guess the dynasty because they were making the playoffs when they never make them. It's a moron, number 1. But number 2, I think it's a wasted pool of talent individuals offensively here.
Not only offensively,
defensively too. You're right. Defensively as
Aiden
well.
Hutchinson.
Oh man,
it's him.
Guy. It's him. It's definitely him. And look, there's nobody. Look, I love Dan Campbell as a player's coach. He's a big meathead. People are playing for him. He's
another Mike Tomlin.
Well, hold on a second. I think Mike Tomlin's a lot smarter than this guy because
no. What I mean by that is
more common sense.
A guy who can connect with his players on both the athletic level and the humanitarian level.
Yeah,
he's not a bad coach.
No, he's not a bad coach.
Because Tomlin,
but he ain't the guy.
Like a Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell will have you run through a wall for him. I just think this is one of those years. I think it's been an odd year in the NFL, to be honest. And it's one of those years where there's certain things you expected as a fan, and you're not getting it, and you're crying about it.
I got criticized because I've said it when they were, winning the division. I said, listen, dude, Dan Campbell is going to get you there to the playoffs. He's not going to get you over the hump. I said, Dan Campbell is a meathead, right? And no pun intended, he is a fucking meathead, right?
Yeah.
And I know Dan Campbell from the time that he spent here in Miami. He's a guy that worked hard, improved as a coach, rightfully so, got a shot as a head coach because he earned it.
Yeah.
One of those guys that, yes, people will play for him up to a certain point. Unfortunately, after what you saw in the playoffs against the 49ers, his balls are bigger than his brains, right? He lacks a little bit of common sense. They are no percentages and numbers, and you go for it more often than, whatever the case may be. But there's a time, dude,
or you pass up on the points when you pass up on points when you should have just went for the 3.
Exactly.
And you shouldn't have gone for it, and it fucks you later.
You might be
part of a lot of Detroit's losses this year.
Exactly. You might be surprised on some of these plays that they would have won by 3 points, right? 1 point. And again, this is the thing. I mean, he did the right thing by bringing good coaches in. Ben Johnson is a product of him bringing them in. He knows how to bring people in order to surround himself. That's a kind of a knock of a good coach. You can't compare him to a Kyle Shanahan who's gone to the Super Bowl and hasn't won it yet, because Kyle does a lot more with less than what.
But Kyle also comes from a dad who
absolutely
is a legendary coach.
Pool genes. I mean, the genes are a little higher, right? Genetics, right, are a little higher when it comes to the football mind. And look, I'm not surprised they're here after last season. Not surprised at all. I've been calling this since they started winning, and I said it's a nice story. Deservedly so, the Lions need to get some shine, but this is going to be so short-lived. It's not even funny. And guess what? It was probably a couple of seasons, right? Last year they lost in the first round. There were 14 games lost in the first round. Yeah, 3 at most. It's a good story, but at this point, they need the guy, right? They need the guy. Bear. Shout out to He goes, in Miami is where athletes go to die. Ask LeBron. Yeah, I don't know. He might be back in Miami. He may not have any other choice. Ooh, look at that.
This right now.
I've had that. That's really good. It's 7.5.
This is the Juice Force that came.
What is that? 6.5%, I think.
9.5.
Oh yeah. No,
I got
I've
another
had that.
one in the fridge, getting ready.
Your eye is getting closer to the camera.
No,
I'm kidding.
No, it's just me. Just when I put it down and
I'm messing with you, dude. I'm messing with you.
Sitting.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I get the Steeler banner in and the James Conner autographed football.
Look at that, James Conner.
Yeah, and I got the real owner of the Steelers, Mr. Rooney, up there.
Yep.
We got a ton of. Actually, hold on. I could do this right now. So for anybody who doesn't know, because here we got Ben's autographed football somewhere.
There it is. I see it over there.
Ben's helmet is somewhere else. But we got some Giants stuff in here because Jay's a Giants fan. But
there you go.
We got shit all over the place.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
The only thing we do have that I don't like, that I've asked Jay to take down, that he won't take down because he likes Odell Beckham, is the Browns jersey. So every morning when I leave, I do flip it off and say, fuck Cleveland.
He didn't do much in the Browns anyway. So it's kind of like a,
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we could travel that road at some point.
Uh-huh.
I mean, which is funny because now with the suspension of DK, a buddy of mine who's a Steeler fan via Twitter, he asked me, would I be opposed to them bringing in OBJ at this point? You already brought in Adam Thielen. I mean, what's the point of bringing in AARP at this point?
BMAC goes Bass Pro sponsored. Yeah, bro. Every time I used to go, I go to Bass Pro. I want to get one of these hats because a lot of people wear it. I was like, yeah, this time around, I picked one up when we did our Santa pictures.
At some point, I mean, we got to get sponsored somehow, or even get up like on Belly Up Sports or some shit.
Yeah, well, listen, but think about Belly Up Sports. They won't pay you. It's another part of their catalog, and then just,
so it's like the sport coin bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Even that you were involved in it, we got out.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what are you doing to help me? Nothing. Okay, fuck off. In other words, you treated me like that girl that told me you're gonna give me the best lay of my life, and
we're gonna make it on our own, dude. We don't need a network, bro. We're gonna make it on our own. It's the Jim and E-Man show.
Hey, think about it this way. I mean, if I knew they were gonna get rid of Brandon Tierney and Sal Licata, I should have applied that. Hey, we could have had the fucking midday show.
Hey, give us something, bro. Midday. Give us the night show, man.
No, they bring back Craig Carton again.
I've been a little out of the sports scene in New York for a while now. So
yeah, but I think they're bringing Carton in to do the. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, and if anybody knows, you could chime in the comments. Mm-hmm. I think he's replacing Evan and Tiki, and I think Evan and Tiki are going back to the midday. I think, and Carton's going to be the primetime drive.
Oh, Tiki Barber.
Which I'm not opposed to because, listen, Craig Carton is. There are people like Garrett really doesn't like Craig Carton, and he lives in Georgia, and he's only seen his bad takes on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to listen to Boomer and Carton religiously. And Boomer Esiason right now is the only person at WFAN that I would take any credibility with.
I forgot that he's playing there.
You have guys that are having shows now that were like producers of a show that don't know anything. Like you have guys that are Giants fans right now doing the overnight that are telling you Brian Dable is not the reason why the Giants are in the position they're in. When I can tell you he's one of the many reasons why the Giants are in the position he's in.
They fought everybody else except for one guy, Joe Schoen. That's it.
The fact that I don't know, I think I discussed this maybe about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Where there was a tweet out from a Giant beat reporter where it's half of the Giants organization is for Joe Schoen staying, and the other half of ownership wants him gone. But as a collective, they're more towards keeping him. So if Dable was able to get fired, and it's always easy in any sport to fire a head coach.
Joe Schoen built that fucking team, dude. He needs to go as well.
If you fire the coach and the GM is the one who hired the coach because they have their dealings in Buffalo, then why does the GM get a pass?
Absolutely.
I mean, okay, you had a decent draft this past year. You got Jackson Dart, but how long is he going to last?
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
I discussed that too. He's played 10 games. He's been evaluated for 8 concussions. He's missed 2 because of it, and he's had 5 already. Add that onto the ones he's probably had in college and high school.
Yeah, that's the ones
He's not going to last. He's going to be the white Tua soon. He's going to be a fucking vegetable.
Those are the ones you haven't even freaking like counted on yet, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shoot, dude, it's bullshit.
If you're rebuilding the Giants with a coach, you got to get a coach that could play to Jackson Dart's strengths, but also get him to change certain things the way Harbaugh got Lamar to.
Absolutely. I compare Jackson Dart to Lamar.
Baltimore is willing to part ways with John Harbaugh. I will say this here.
Yeah, dude.
If
Absolutely.
I was a Giants fan, I am saying I don't care what it costs.
You bring that guy in.
John Harbaugh is that. It's not Belichick. It's not Matt Nagy, the OC in Kansas City.
Nobody else.
It's
a coach that can change a system that tailors to a quarterback. John Gruden. I mean, I know he's not going to get the shot, but John Gruden and kind of Harbaugh, the same kind of guys, right? They have that the mindset where they could take a quarterback.
I think Gruden might have more of a shot than people think.
I hope so. That's my guy.
And I get the past things with Gruden. I get that, but he's come out from what I've seen, and he's taken accountability. He's owned it. He's this. He's that. Who wouldn't want a guy like a Gruden who is hands-on, and he's not a coach?
No,
like you see him like in these like independent practices that these players do, and everybody shows up and he's like, no, do this, and they do it and it works, and they're like, oh shit, and Gruden's like, yeah, I should be a head coach.
There's not a single quarterback that would never say I won't play for that guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there is one that could. I would listen, from what I read, Vegas might part ways with Pete Carroll after this year.
Absolutely. I think Pete's time
is past. Gruden might not make his way back there.
That could be. I mean, hey, man, they get my boy.
Atlanta could use a coach because Raheem Morrison, he's on the hot seat.
He could work with Fernando Mendoza, bro. You know what I'm saying, dude? Gruden could work with Fernando Mendoza.
That's the. Speaking of Vegas, you see this?
No.
Max Crosby could be on his way out.
Yeah, he said they're shutting him down for the season, and he's not happy about it.
Let him play.
Because he has to get surgery, supposedly, and they want him to do surgery early. And then Crosby's not happy about it. So
okay, so let him sign a waiver that says, hey, if I get fucked on the field, I can't do nothing about it.
Well, from a team standpoint, I understand what they're doing. They're protecting the product that they can eventually trade for a lot of assets. And let me tell you something, dude. Any team would kill to have Max Crosby, and they will give up a first-round pick easy or multiple. You know what I'm saying, dude? They will.
And, of course, as always, the minute that report came out, Steelers are already linked.
Absolutely, bro. Hell yeah.
I'd take Max Crosby in a heartbeat.
Shit, him and TJ at the same. Oh, my gosh, that'll be just a slaughter. All right, talking about a slaughter, bro. We gotta do the picks right now. We gotta get buck wild with this right now. Let's hit the.
Do that real quick because I'm gonna go pee real quick.
All right, go pee. I'm gonna put the intro.
Say it with me one time, Jerry. Show me the money, Jerry. You better yell. Show me the money.
Before we do our 5-leg builder live here, we got BMAX picks. My man just scooped and cooked some nasty ass. He has a nice 3 parlay. Right here, 3-leg parlay, which is Mayer anytime touchdown, Robinson over 50+ yards, Genty over 70+ rushing yards. All right, and then play a Bellinger anytime touchdown separate. All right, or if you want to throw it in there, it's up to you. That's kind of risky, but hey, I think Bellinger solo ticket, but the nice 3-leg right here. This is nice plus 4,300. I think BMAC is cooking something nice, and I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna do this in a 3-leg. I like Mayer, I like Robinson. And I like Genty for sure on anytime here. This is BMAX. Bellinger, you could
Mayer Robinson, 50+ Genty.
Oh, 4
Bellinger.
So it is 4
Bellinger for the Giants, right?
Yep. Bellinger for the Giants. Anytime touchdown right there. Ooh. That's 4. That's 4. It's a 4-leg parlay.
I might have to.
This one sounds juicy. You know, plus 4.
There have been picks I've tailed from BMAC that have hit. and there somewhere it is missed.
It's gambling, dude. It's the way
By
it is.
a leg.
By a leg. But it's
And
gambling.
I'm just like, damn. Let me tell you something.
Bro, his picks are all very high value. You know, he's volatile, and
He'll
when he
do
gives
some
you
crazy ass fucking like 30 leg shit.
yeah,
like
no, but
money line shit.
those are for fun.
But when he puts in the work, and there's somewhere I'm like, nah, it's not gonna hit. Like, and I'll second guess myself and not do it.
And they hit.
And then it hits, and I'm like, motherfucker.
B-Mac is now has a little more time because he's got to be able to, you know, not work on Saturdays anymore after pick season. So stay tuned for his playoff picks. They're pretty nasty. So shout out to B-Mac. B-Mac, that's a good pick, bro. We're definitely we're telling that. And if you don't tell this, you don't like money. Now,
yeah, I'm tailing it.
I got a 4-legger. I got a 5-leg here, Jim. All right, that I cooked up earlier. All right, let me go here back. Let me go to the Bet US because you know we like to build a life. And let me just get back. I need to get my cheat sheet here. In other words, my Word document. You know, I'm so corporate.
Damn, this Voodoo Ranger is good.
I know it's good, bro.
Every time I've gone to a 7, because it's 7-Eleven, that's about a 30-second walk from where I am. And every time I see these, I go, I don't think they're that good. But I got the juice one.
Shit, you went through you tracked through snow, bro, to get that. And bust your ass.
I was on the phone with a buddy of mine, and he's like, so you guys are doing cigar and sports? I'm like, yeah. Next thing you know, I took a slip in the fucking ice and damn near broke my hip. I felt like Rob. I'm on the floor. I'm like, Laura. And then Laura's nowhere to be seen because she's at the bar sucking somebody else's dick.
Oh, shit. We got James Cook, 106.5 over rushing and receiving yards. It's going to be cold. It's going to be bad weather, windy. James Cook is going to run the shit out of this football. Philadelphia hasn't had much success in stopping the run.
Philadelphia is going to probably rest everybody.
Exactly. So it's a good, and remember, they're still playing for the division in Buffalo. So everybody's coming to play. All right?
That's. Let's discuss this for a second. Nobody's discussing this.
Buffalo has a chance.
Ones to do this. This is the year Josh Allen has the easiest path he's ever had. There's no Mahomes
to get to the ball.
Burrow. Right now, there's no Lamar.
I don't think Lamar's going to make it.
There is nothing in his way to get to the Super Bowl.
He has Aaron Rodgers to go through. He has tough defense in Houston, and then the Jags. So if you take that, just Josh Allen's experience, and because he's been there before, he should be the hands-on favorite. Drake May is having a hell of a season, MVP candidate. However,
if he does not get to the Super Bowl,
this is
the question.
A missed shot.
Here is the question. Is he the guy? Is he just another Jim Kelly?
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because Jim Kelly had way more weapons than Josh has had. Josh has carried this fucking franchise on his back. You know what I mean, dude?
Or is he just on the same level as Lamar and this whole MVP discussion where Lamar should have won it over Josh Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Does that argument now say, well, you had the easiest path, you couldn't get there, and maybe Lamar should have won MVP that year? I mean, that discussion. Oh, yeah, Jim Kelly had Don Beebe, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas. Yeah, Bruce Smith on defense.
Dude, nasty squads, bro. Nasty squads. Josh Allen is out there running for 2 touchdowns, passing for 2. You know what I'm saying?
Then again, in Africa, the Bills are 4-time Super Bowl champions.
There we go.
There are people that don't realize all the merchandise made for the Super Bowl, all the losing merchandise goes to clothe kids in Africa and other countries. So in Africa, the Bills are 4-time Super Bowl champions.
They want them to lose.
According to them, so.
Here, I got another nice one because even though the Colts lost, the Jags are still fighting for that to stay on top of that division. And I'm going to go with Sunshine. With another game with 2 touchdowns. All right, because the dude, I mean, he's
who are they playing this week?
They're playing the Colts. And the Colts have been eliminated.
Not only do I say the Jaguars win this game, Not only does Trevor Lawrence have 2 TDs passing, one of them is going to be to
Who?
BTR.
Okay. I like him hitting Myers again.
And Brendan Strange.
Strange is good. Strange is back, bro. He's getting a lot of targets.
For at least 40 yards receiving. I'm just doing this on the whim.
Right.
Again, if you choose to follow this, it's at your own risk.
You should write that down, bro.
No, you could just remind me later.
All right, I will. My memory's fucking iron claw.
Then again, I'm like 3 or 4 ahead of you, I would think.
There you go. But I like that. I like that. I like that. That's actually you could
ETN rushes for at least 1.
I think anytime tutty, because remember, ATN is not just going to rush for 1. He may receive 1 too because he's been catching footballs and been catching receiving touchdowns.
Trevor Lawrence for plus 15 rushing.
Yeah, that he's been using his legs so much, averaging like 30 yards a fucking game. So
yeah, if we could all go back to that one, I cashed out early and I shouldn't have.
So
that one.
Yeah. We got T.
We were chatting during that one.
That's true, dude. I know, and he hit. So we got T-Law. Let's go for another quarterback who I think, even though they're not playing for nothing, they're playing a really, really friendly secondary in the Cincinnati Bungles. All right. And I think Joey Buckets right now has hit this like 5 straight games, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on a second. Let me do for passing here. And I'm going with pass completions, my friend. Joey Buckets over 24.5. I actually caught this at over 23.5. Joey Buckets, 23.5. Right now we got a 3-leg parlay going.
Tell them how to find that on ScamDuel.
Yeah, no, I know. Right now we are at this 3-leg parlay for plus 475. All right, with T-Law over 1.5 tutties, Cook over 104, 106 rushing receiving yards. All right, and Buckets for over 24 passing completions because he's been on fire, like hitting like 29 in the last 5 games he started. Here's another one that's a little scammy, but I like it because they've been hitting this left and right. Let me go back here. DeAndre Swift, his rushing attempts, the over. And let me see if I can find it here.
They got a good second running back. And
but both guys, they're running the football like over 30 fucking times.
You know what's funny? They are the new Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, they are. Poor man's version, but they are. Because the guy's a rookie. If you go to Swift, rushing attempts. We go here, rushing attempts.
I do have a thing on Bet USA. I think it's Bet USA. I still do have a code on there.
Gotcha. 12.5.
Not that I ever check it.
Yeah. 12.5 rushing attempts. Actually, dude, use the let me send you the flip code again. Because they give you even free money every time you go in there, bro. You know what I mean? After they'll give you like $1 and another $1 shit. You can do some crazy ass parlay with that. I'll send you that. I'll send you my link.
I did one with $1.72 and I got fucked. I decided to do college football. I figured, all right, Pitt'll beat Carolina.
Do one of those 10-leg parlays for $1.72 to win like fucking 30. You know what I mean, dude? For like 7-8 leg.
That's what it was. I did a 10-leg. I did a 10-leg college fucking playoff thing, and East Carolina beats Pitt. Penn State beats Clemson. I got fucked in the first 2 picks. Whatever, fuck it.
So check it out. Right now we are 4-leg parlay. You can shut it down here at a 920 9 plus 929, and they're all pretty conservative picks right now. Let me see. I'm going to put the usual. Let's put a $5 bet. Right now we're up to $46.
That's all I do is $5.
Yeah. Ready? We got the last leg, and this is one that's been hitting all the time. Give me Christian McCaffrey anytime tutty. I know it's high. I know they're it's not the best percentage, at 230, but when you add that filler in, this brings you up to
but he gets it either rushing or catching.
Exactly. Plus
because
1371.
He hit mine on Monday night. He hit mine catching. Because there was one. Is it one that you and I made? Well, you made it. Mm-hmm. Well, no, you made it, but I tailed it.
And you did it.
You didn't have him in.
No, you put the spin in it. You didn't. And
I added him in, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna add him in." And you're like, "Oh, the Jim twist."
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Jim
twist that shit in there because you hit that.
Worked.
You hit that parlay.
As soon as he got that, I was like, "The Jim twist worked again." It don't always work, but it works.
So right now, James Cook, it's 106 now and a half rushing receiving yards. You could bring it down to 104. Burrow over on 23.5 completions. Swift 12.5 rushing attempts. T-Law over 1.5 rushing. 1.5 passing touchdowns. McCaffrey anytime touchdown. That puts you, my friend, at a total of a 5 legs parlay here for 1371. Pretty solid.
I think if Jacksonville wins this game,
Yeah, they clinch the division.
that's it. The division is that. It doesn't matter what Houston does week 18. It doesn't matter because who does Jacksonville play week 18?
I don't know. I gotta go look. We gotta look at that. I gotta look at
because if they just beat the Colts and they could clinch, then I'm sitting everybody.
Here's the thing,
and I like what Jacksonville did, and nobody's and again, this nothing to do with me doing a show with Garrett. I like what Jacksonville did. They rocked the boat.
Yep.
In the biggest way. Buccaneers fans, you've got to be kicking yourselves in the dick. You had the guy to replace Todd Bowles. And he said, fuck that. Whatever you're paying me. No, I want to be a head coach. I want to be a head coach now. Jacksonville's going to pay me. I'm going to Jacksonville. They brought in a kid who could barely see a fucking NC-17 movie.
Yep, absolutely.
And brought him in as a GM. And what they've built in that time and what they're doing right now is kind of what you expected on the Doug Peterson. It's kind
of what they're doing with the Lions, right? Same thing, same scenario. They brought this guy, they brought the right GM in, and honestly, I think Duval. It's a little smarter than Duval. It's a little smarter than Dan Campbell.
Hold on, should I do it with the eye in the camera?
Yeah,
Duval.
Yeah.
No, we're not at that point of the show yet.
Not yet. It's not Jameson, bro. You're not drinking Jameson.
No, so I was drinking Seagram 7 that time.
Yep. It was Seagram 7 that's right, and you killed the whole bottle.
No. When I woke up, there was that much left in the bottle. And I remember waking up and my kid's mom, because I did the episode in the house still.
And you were crying like crazy. You were screaming like crazy too, dude.
And my kid's mom just wakes up the next day and she goes, "You are an asshole." Well, how am I an asshole? And she just brings the bottle. She goes, "How much was in this bottle when you got it?" I go, "It's full." She goes, "That explains why we couldn't sleep." Because she goes, "All I hear is Le'Veon's a pussy and this, that, and the third." So I was like, good. Didn't you have to watch it on YouTube? You got to hear it live.
There we go. That live is better than nothing.
There are times where she'll tell me, there are times she'll be like, we'll pop YouTube TV on, we'll pop YouTube on the TV and see what you guys are talking about.
That's your episode.
And she's just like, she's like, "I already knew you were fucking blacked out when the eye hit the camera."
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember it. I was fucked. She goes, she went back and watched it. She goes, "You were doing shots. You were just sipping them." And she goes, "I know your drinking method. After that, you were just floop, 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 floop."
Yeah, you were going ham on him. Absolutely.
Hey,
B-Mac.
We're about entertainment, right?
Yep. Everybody screenshot that. You got to make some money. B-Mac has another B-Mac special right now. It's an it's a 4-leg anytime tutty. And this is like a long shot, but guess what? That is one of those that you don't risk a lot of money.
Put that in our degenerate chat.
Yep. Diggs, Strange, Evans, and Higgins, and Allen. Look at this shit. 1, 2. Oh, this is like a 5. Like, listen. So you got Diggs.
No, Higgins. Wait, which Higgins? Because Jaden Higgins hit earlier.
No, this is the other Higgins. Higgins from Bengals.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
from the Bengals.
You're a few hours behind.
Yeah. No, Diggs, Strange. He likes your Strange anytime touchdown pick there, bro. Diggs, Strange, Evans, Higgins, and Allen. Because even though the Buccaneers are eliminated, they're expected to play Allen and everybody there, full time. I know breaks it all. You know what I mean? So they're gonna.
Buccaneers are really eliminated already?
Yeah.
So Carolina.
I think Carolina's gonna end up winning the fucking division.
Came back.
Yep.
No. Everybody counted Bryce Young out.
He's a resurgence, man. He's a success story.
You know where that happened, right? When they benched him.
Yep. And let me tell you something.
Said, all right, you're going to bench me? All right. I'm going to show you. Carolina's not the biggest threat in the league.
No, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Canales came up with a good plan, and don't get me wrong, Bryce Young
That's
started.
the thing. You came up with a plan around your quarterback.
Bryce Young started the season.
Adjusted.
Started bad. I mean, I was like, shit, here we go. He finished last season hard after he came back from his benching. I was like, all right, look, he figured it out, right? And Canales hasn't played, but he started slow. And then all of a sudden, man,
his minor injuries.
Exactly.
Bryce Young could still be that guy in the league.
The switch was starting Rico Dottle when Shuba got hurt. And that all of a sudden, that just sparked the offense. And that's when, T-Mac, Trattoria, McMillan started heating up. He started hitting up.
Surprise pick.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying, dude? So,
in the league.
So, hey, but this is like, I like this one, B-Mac. I like this one. All right, guys, here we go, man. We got some gambling. This is how we get down, baby. Now it's time. Let me go over here. Now it's time for our live. All right, DFS lineup.
I had something else I wanted your opinion on.
Oh, go ahead. You want to let me go ahead and start? Hit me up while I start.
So we know about the sports gambling thing in the NBA, right?
Yes.
We know about tanking.
Yes. How about what they do with the picks? Yeah.
Maybe Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday.
All
the days are a blur to me.
They want to eliminate kind of like they want to do something different.
They want to eliminate tanking.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to, however they want to do, protect certain things. And then if you have a top 4 pick, you can't have it the following year. Yep. Things like that. I think this is something I've caught flack for this.
You did
flack for it again.
You said it here.
The NFL needs to change their NFL draft based on, look at Cam Ward in particular. Look at certain guys that have gone into shit situations and it has not gotten better for them.
And whoever the quarterback is going for the Raiders going to that same shit situation next season, by the way.
Well, it's not going to be the Giants, because if the Giants can lose the next 2 weeks,
we got the number 1 pick.
Solidified at number 1.
Absolutely.
But now the question is, this is a Giants fan. So let's get a live E-Man reaction, because so many people love the live Jim reaction. Let's get it from E-Man. What did the Giants do with the number 1 pick?
You just trade the pick, man. Get more assets, right? Get more tools. You need a line. You need a better line. All right. Keep strengthening that defense. All right. There's a lot of good pieces right now. Get another, you got money in free agency. All right. Hit them up, right? Get another wide receiver in there, right? Next freaking you could sign a Diggs cheap, right? That kind of wide receiver. Put him next to fucking Malik Neighbors, who's nasty, because at one point Malik, it's gonna follow the same trend. I'm like, I'm gonna sit out. You know what I mean? If you don't pay me, like after the 3rd season, that kind of shit. You got Cam Scatterbo. You get another running back, right? Because Cam Scatterbo, as much as you love him, dude, the way he plays is not a sustainable entire season. Same thing like Dart. I still will try out. I would definitely go with Dart, but you got to find it goes back to what head coaching are you going to bring? If you bring a good head coach that's going to do a Lamar Jackson system, right? Where Lamar, we protect the quarterback, right? You know what I'm saying? You still want those raw assets. You still want his type of, because he's a gamer, right? He can run. You can see he has really a decent arm. His accuracy needs to improve, but that's a lot to say because he doesn't have a lot of playmakers right now that are healthy. You stick with this. You stick with this. You bring the right coach. You strengthen the lineup around him, and you go for the next, because it's not a 1-year rebuild, right? It's going to take a couple of seasons.
No, it's going to be at least a 3-year rebuild.
Exactly. But
what if the kid from Ohio State comes out?
I'll stick with what I have.
So you wouldn't draft. So I know there's Giants fans that are going to sit there and say, well, if this kid's there at number 1, why wouldn't you take him? And again, I think again, it's not because we're doing a show together. I agree with your assessment on it. It's, hey, you can get capital back.
Yep.
You could get picks back later in this draft.
We have money.
Find that guy. How many times have you seen it? New England's done this for years under Belichick, where they have drafted out, drafted down, drafted back, drafted up, drafted north, east, west, south, all the Kardashian kids' names, and have found pieces that worked in the system.
Well, put it this way.
Cleveland's got that this year. Cleveland could definitely do that this year. where if you want to rebuild your team in a shorter amount of time, this is the draft year to do it. But you can't do it if you're bringing back that rapist, that predator, and Deshaun Watson.
Absolutely.
You either build around
or take the hit.
You either build around Shador or you build around Dylan Gabriel. It's one of the two. You cannot do it around Watson. You can't sit here and say we're handcuffed to this money because you created that handcuff. So the way the Giants kind of have to draft this year, with having the number, assuming they could secure the number 1 pick in the next 2 weeks,
dude.
If I'm them, I'm trading it away.
Me too. That's what I'm doing.
To a team. If you got to trade back to the Jets to bring in Mendoza, I'm doing that because the Jets are willing to give up everything.
Absolutely, they'll give up like a bunch of picks and assets.
But if you're doing that to bring in Mendoza, now if I'm Justin Fields, so now I get fucked by Pittsburgh. I'm getting fucked by the Jets too.
Yep.
Who eventually buys into me? I'll tell you who buys into him. I'll tell you who. You know where he should go? Nobody will pick this team. Nobody will pick this team. I'll give you a guess.
What, to trade number 1 pick too?
No. If that were to happen where the Jets and the Giants do business, who's the team that if Justin Fields says, fuck this, I want out, and they release him, who's the team that would take Justin Fields?
Your team will take Justin Fields back? Or the Raiders?
No.
The Raiders?
Why not go to Vegas?
It's true.
Why not? Because you have a good running back in Genty.
Mm-hmm.
You have a powerhouse at tight end and Brock Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
You have Michael Mayer there at tight end. So you have a 2-headed monster there. You have a decent defense, assuming Crosby is willing to stay, unless he pulls his, you know what, you guys want to play this game? All right, I'm out.
You trade me. Yep.
But
if you want to do that, trade Crosby.
Where else does Justin Fields succeed where he could be a number 1?
And here's the thing. Even if Crosby doesn't want to go back and forth a trade, people will give up bank for Crosby. And that still puts them in a scenario where they could still build. You know what I'm saying? They got value there. So, that's absolutely that could definitely happen. I think the Raiders are sitting in that position that, they could.
And I hope the rage baiters there, I hope you love all these fucking scenarios that we put out there. I'm sure it'll be great for the fucking clips that E-Man puts out that I'll bite my tongue on wanting to comment on, where I really, you know what, the funny thing with rage baiters is this.
You will be tagged on all of them because it's Cigars and Sports, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you will be
I'm definitely going to put them on my YouTube.
Put them on YouTube. And then again, you can also download
when you did that, right? And this is the power of doing things and working with people.
Yeah.
Right? Before we get into everything else. When you do that, like that week that you sent me all that, I don't promote my YouTube channel because I don't do lives and I don't do any of that. In the new year, I might, instead of doing an audio on a Monday, I may just do a live, put it out, everybody could watch it.
Yeah.
It took my 3,000 plus views I had, and it took it from 3,000, put it to over 10,000.
That's what my shorts do, man. They fucking
in the matter of a 48-hour span. And I get some of our takes are controversial. And I get
controversial to pussies.
And I get some of our takes may offend people. And I get a lot of everything else you guys want to put out there. But here's the thing.
The positive outweighs the dumbasses and the negatives on all our takes, dude.
Not only that, but here's the thing. We're not afraid to tackle the things that other people are afraid to discuss.
Yep.
And again, that's not a shot at anybody. I mean, there are people that, hey, I'm not comfortable talking about that, and that's fine. We're comfortable with doing that because we know more than maybe somebody else. Like somebody else that does a podcast, you may not want to talk about it.
We're not trolling, and we're not trolling, dude. We're not doing anything malicious either.
We don't discuss like the things we've discussed in general, like men transitioning, like all that shit. We we express our opinion based on the facts of how we feel and what we know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing when it comes to doing this. You can't be afraid to discuss certain things. If you're afraid to discuss it, it doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. It just means you're willing to kind of tread a line of like, I'm not going to go that way. Other people will, and let them. That's fine, because we are those guys that are going to take this line and we're going to go fucking past it.
Yeah.
But we're never going to offend you. We've made our opinions known. Neither one of us are racist. We don't care if you're gay. We don't care if you're straight. We don't care if you're like not to like take away from what we're discussing, but it just annoys me at the end of the day, like these people that just like they comment like, oh, all the rage baiters and the jerk offs out there. They're just like, oh, you two don't know what you're talking about. No, we do.
Yeah.
You just don't want to hear the truth.
Like I said, if I'm wrong, I admit it. I admitted I was wrong about Lamar
I have no issue.
a thousand fucking times. You know what I mean? I admitted that. I admitted even and Shadura still thinking about my point. Small sample size. I still don't think he's a starting quarterback in this league.
No, but I think if you put enough weaponry around him and you fix his certain things, like there are things that have been put out there about Shador, like he taps the ball 2-3 times. That means he's passing the ball.
Yeah.
And defenses read that. Okay, well, you got to correct that. So, like, there are things that we've said on this show that people take offense to, but we're not wrong.
No, look.
And there are things that if we've got it wrong, we've both openly admitted, hey, we're wrong, or on our own individual platform.
Dude.
Like when you do off the cuff or unscripted, or when I do my own show, we both admitted, hey, we're wrong. I've admitted I'm wrong about Lamar how many times?
I bashed Lamar, right, when he first started in the league, and then he proved me wrong by improving the game. I'm doing the same thing with Shador. I bashed freaking JJ McCarthy. I think JJ McCarthy is a bust as of now, right? You got to do better. I've said that about other quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield. I was all over fucking Baker Mayfield when he started. I said this dude is cocky. He is more arrogant than he is. Skill sets, you know what I'm saying? And then I've been back and said, you know what, dude, I was wrong because he humbled himself.
I think that's how you and me kind of started interacting a bit, because
their opinions
we were kind of on the same platform of, hey, we're going to shit on people.
Yeah.
But hey, if we're wrong,
we're going to admit it.
And look where we're at now.
Yeah. Getting shorts are killing it, bro. Hey, before we move on to building the lineup, right? BMAC has another ML money line parlay. Ready? Eagles, Titans, Bears money line. And if you want to get nasty, throw the Steelers money line in there too for a 4-leg parlay. I kind of like those. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Titans.
I don't know about the Eagles because they have nothing to play for.
That's true. I like the one thing I'm gonna say right now, bro. I'm a big fan. Here we go. Nobody wants to hear the truth. He's right. McCormick is right. Nobody wants to hear the truth. That is absolutely true. Nobody wants to hear the truth. It's truth, right? It's an opinionated fact, right?
But that's the society we live in now. Like if we did this show in a time where we were how these kids get offended by everything today.
Yeah.
And we were those kids doing this show right now, right? Could you imagine how many people would be like, oh, y'all motherfuckers is right. Like, you right. But now we live in this world, and I must have missed a memo where we decided to be sensitized and pussified by things. But
all I got to say is that facts don't care about your feelings. That's the way it is.
That's like Brent put out an interesting tweet earlier, and it's about Bernie Williams. And should Bernie Williams be in the Hall of Fame? So there's I don't know if he follows you, but I know he follows me. This guy, Lou Gamelin, he's a Lions fan. He does a great podcast. Okay. And he pretty much put, well, look at who they've been putting in. At this point, you might as well just put Bernie in, just to paraphrase.
Might as well.
My response was, well, you got to look at the body of work, which is something now that is kind of inspired one of my next episodes. I'm like, you got to look at the stats, and that will tell you the story. And if the story tells you in the stats that, hey, you should be in the Hall of Fame, then, hey, you put it in. And again, it goes back to what I've been saying, even when it comes to the TJ Miles Garrett debate. Stats
If
are going to tell a story at the end of their careers.
If you're gonna keep Bonds out, you got to keep Pete Rose out. You got to keep Maguire out. You're gonna keep Roger Clemens out. You know,
I honestly
who the
think
hell are you
at
gonna
some
pin?
point you're going to have no choice. Put it this way. You're keeping Don Mattingly out for what? If that guy does not have the injury he had, that guy is a Hall of Famer. Don Mattingly is a Hall of Famer if he does not have that back injury.
Yep. I mean, he was the best baseball player before he got all the back injuries. And it's a shame because he didn't win games. You know what I mean? He played with a team that wasn't successful. Put Mattingly in that 96 team with all those stats, he's making the Hall of Fame.
If you put Mattingly in this era of baseball, he is fucking dominating.
He's a Triple Crown winner.
He's
a Triple Crown winner.
He's probably the guy you talk about being the first billion-dollar baseball player. And I hate to tell baseball fans this, enjoy the 2026 season because chances are you won't get a 2027.
Yeah, there's too much inflation in salaries that's gonna go ahead and hit. These teams are gonna get tired of this shit. So,
and again, don't blame the Dodgers for signing everybody when your team was too cheap to do it.
Exactly, and don't blame the Mets for doing the wrong signings, and now they're forced to give up players that are vital to their lineup. So
yeah.
All right, man. Let's go. You ready for this FanDuel lineup, bro? Let's close it out with that. We still got our videos, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice long one that's gonna piss off a lot of people. Before we gotta piss off the Ravens.
I
got a 3-minute one that's pretty fucking hilarious. Actually, I don't care what's out of the fence you're on.
I sent you some gems too.
Yeah, you did. I actually got to play.
But we got to get into. Actually, you know what? Let's do this and then we'll get into the other thing.
All right, let me see here. Let's go to what the hell do I have here? Entries. All right, let's go. I need to. What the hell happened here?
Are you on the right thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on the right. All right, hold on a second. I don't know why it's doing this shit here. Oh, let's get out of the way. Let me click on this. Boom. All right, we're gonna enter a new lineup. There we go, bro. Shit, we're here. All right. Let's go. Let's select the QB. All right, I like to at this point of the year, man. I want to put somebody that's gonna play a full game. You know what I'm saying? Philly and Buffalo, shitty weather. I don't know if I want a quarterback that's going to be there. I know this is high, but Jacksonville and Indiana, Trevor Lawrence was nicely priced.
I would go T-Law.
I think T-Law. You want to go to the bargain bin? I don't see anything here bargain-wise that. And then last week I went with Jackson Dart and he fucked us all up. You know what I mean? Because it was just horrible watching him against an elite defense. I know they're playing the Vegas, but I'm gonna stay away from that. But I'm gonna go with you. I like T-Law. Let's go T-Law.
Yeah, I would go T-Law because I would, if Houston didn't win, I would say stay away from T-Law because then at this point they already got the division.
They're playing for the division, and you know they won the division. With that being said, why don't we go to wide receivers and who do you like to stack them with? I'm staying away from BTR. I like either Myers or I'm stacking them with a tight end. Which stack did you like?
I'd stack them with a tight end. I'd stack them with Strange.
There we go. Let's stack them. I like that. I like Strange here because he's also nicely priced as well. Where the hell is Strange at? Strange,
he's
where the fuck
in
are
a strange spot.
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me start from the top here. Now, Bowers.
You know the last thing we're going to discuss is how we both think Stranger Things is going to end, right?
Exactly, bro. We'll do that. All right,
let's go back. Have to because I'm dying.
So we got to let's stop on that one. We got to go to that before we do the funny videos. All right, running back. Because we're spending on quarterback here. See, we got the high price guys are gonna definitely. Everybody's high price. But you know what, dude? I got a stack for you. Let's go with ATN because he can also catch a touchdown like he's been doing.
So T-Law, Strange, ETN.
We going 3-leg. We're going 3-man stack.
Garrett, if he's watching, is definitely fucking rubbing one out right
now. He's over here right now with his fucking with his bourbon,
with his Kleenex and his Jergens.
Yep, and a bourbon.
His girlfriend's not getting jelly.
And a bourbon in the other hand because he's a big bourbon guy. You know,
he's whatever alcohol he sells type of guy.
Exactly.
Minus Malort, which is just Chicago Cubs and White Sox tears.
And let me ask you a question. Let's go with a running back. I like Genty. against the Giants.
Go running back with ETN, or are we going? Oh, so we're going
running back. Let's pick another running back. We have to go a little cheap here, and we'll go save some money somewhere else. Not on the top running backs because they're just too expensive. But I like Jalen. But you know who I like more? I like Kenneth Gainwell, bro. I know it's a tough matchup, but
I would almost put Gainwell in a fucking wide receiver position.
Well, you can't put him on there, but
I can't because he's a running back. So
I think I like Gainwell at 6,300, dude.
It sucks because most of his yards are going to be receiving.
Well, guess what, dude? You got a half a point for every catch in FanDuel.
So then there we go.
There we go. That kind of solved it.
Then it's kind of like his last name is. He will gain well.
He would gain well, and A Deuce loves him. He loves him. A Deuce is loving life for them. All right.
Yeah, because it's a great security blanket and a check down when the offensive line can't fucking protect them.
Exactly.
Although nobody's talking about the one guy who's filled in Tyler Cook, whatever the fuck his name is. That guy's been protecting Rodgers like his fucking life depends on it. Like
I know, dude.
Protecting Trump. Oh, no, never. I can't say Trump.
Hold on, bro.
Anti-MAGAs might come after me. Boy.
Who do you like as another wide receiver? So there's some good choices in the mid-range. Higgins.
Don't pick Keon Coleman because he'll be.
No, fuck that guy. Higgins, McMillan, even though it's a tough matchup, but Jalen Waddle against Tampa Bay.
I almost want to say Waddle.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go Waddle.
Waddle's been at least getting over 40 yards a game, at least.
Let's go with Waddle. All right, let's go with another wide receiver.
I got to go Waddle.
I like Waddle.
Away from McMillan.
I like Waddle. No, Waddle has a better matchup.
Yeah, they've always had a better matchup.
Even though it might be scrub Quinn Ewers on there, but this is the one that a lot of people are not going to pick. So,
listen, I love the fact that they are going to keep Mike McDaniel and may do away with Tua.
Yep. Unreal.
Talk about. Hold on.
You do both, bro. 2 for
Brian
1.
Flores
Was right.
Everybody said this man was wrong.
He was right, dude. He called it. I
believe we even said he was right.
Yep, he was right. And I'm not a Flores guy. I'm not a big fan of Flores, but yeah, he's
And guess what? Miami has got to be kicking themselves in each other's assholes, creating a fucking human centipede around Hard Rock and all their fans.
That's why they fired Greer.
And Brian Flores is up there in Michigan and Minnesota.
Minnesota freezing his ass off, but he's not actually
eating the finest
steaks
of Wisconsin brie that he drives across the border to get and drives back. And he's sitting there chomping on every piece of brie going, yo, motherfuckers thought I was wrong about Tua. And here I was, and I was right. And fuck you, because I may have a great defense in Minnesota, but I got a fucking shitty quarterback who can't stay healthy.
That's right. Here's another good sleeper. Not a sleeper because they're in the position and the matchup is good. Stephon Diggs at 6,500. That is nicely priced. What do you think? Diggs as my other wide receiver?
Well, is Cardi B about to give birth?
I don't know. Is she? I'm a Nicki Minaj fan.
I would. Diggs is so hit and miss for me.
I know. But the matchup is there.
Because the game you don't take him is the game he has.
Exactly.
So fuck it. Let's take him.
Let's go with that, bro.
The game he's got.
That's one thing about DFS, and this is like a big tournament. It's like 100 and something.
That's the whole thing with gambling in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge. I had a buddy of mine who's like, and I told him steer away from this.
Road check.
And I forget what it was. But I'm like, bro, don't put it. He's going to put 800 on, I think it was Notre Dame making the college football playoff. I said, don't do it because it's not going to happen. And sure enough, he put the 800 and he lost. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, check the text messages, asshole. I told you not to do it. I told you the way college football does things, it's political and it's bullshit.
It is. They got to change that too.
Oh, yeah, they will. You know how they'll change it?
How?
They'll expand it.
It's true.
And then it'll become the Final Four. like the NBA does. You have 64 fucking teams in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
All right.
You know what,
ready for-
NCAA? Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Stop fucking putting favorite SEC teams in the fucking college play. Alabama should not. How the fuck does Alabama get smoked, but they jump Notre Dame at 9? How? You're about to get the one eye in a minute.
Yeah, it's getting to that
How?
point.
I'm yelling into the mic on my tripod stand. I forget it's on my shirt.
All right, here we go.
Notre Dame got robbed. Fuck haters.
They didn't. Both deserve to make it.
Miami got in. Notre Dame should have got in.
What do you think, man? We need a cheap wide receiver. Do we like Wandell against the Raiders or Pittman against the Jags with a back?
Rivers, for some reason, loves Pittman.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's number one receiver. He also likes Alex Pierce. He also likes Alex Pierce. He also likes Alex Pierce. Which, oh shit, Alex Pierce.
Take Pierce.
I like Pierce better at 5,800 because he leaves us some money to play with.
It's
with
not
our
only
flex.
a matter of that. It's just, I know if I were to do just a random parlay tomorrow with my limited funds.
Yep.
I would put Pierce for over 40. He'll get me 80.
Dude, he's also has found the end zone with Rivers. So
guess
both
what?
games.
If you want to add to BMAX anytime TD picks or whatever else he's done.
Pierce.
Alec Pierce. Anytime TD.
There you go.
And you're betting that I keep talking into this, Mike. I don't know why. But take Alec Pierce anytime TD again at your own risk.
Yep.
Don't sue me because my lawyer is my right and my left hand and my right and left foot, and they'll both somehow magically reach your ass.
Let's look at some sneaky defense, right? I'm gonna go cheap here. I am going with the Giants at 3,700. Last week.
Tough. Wait. Nah.
No. Either them or New Orleans against Tennessee, even though what's his name's been playing really good ball. Cam.
I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Bengals?
No. But you're in the right division.
Give me a name.
There's only one other team.
Steelers?
No,
because that's too expensive.
Cleveland.
Yeah, man. But let me see. I think Cleveland. Let me see how high. Yeah, Cleveland's 4,100. Yeah, no, that's shit.
Because Cleveland is going to give the Steeler offense shit.
I like that.
I as much as I shit on Cleveland, I'll give them that. This is
like
an
that.
AFC North battle, and I have to be unbiased.
I like that. That leaves us $9,100 for the flex, baby. And let me tell you something, dude. Woo, I think let's spend our money with Devon A-Chain.
Yes. He has been an anytime TD machine.
Machine. 19 points a game, fantasy points a game.
Hell, I would even tell you fucking Darren Waller at that point.
Yeah. No, I like this. Dude. All right. You ready? You ready?
Hey, and if it hits, I get a little change my way.
Absolutely. Do I throw some? Let's win $5,000. I'm sending something your way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't expect much, but whatever.
You know, you'll get. Listen, man. They'll definitely dust you up. You ready for this? I enter the lineup. Our lineup is Trevor Lawrence at QB. All right. ATM at running back. Gainwell running back. Waddle a wide receiver. Stephon a wide receiver. Pierce a wide receiver. Strange at tight end. Devon A-Chain and I flex. And yes, the Cleveland Brown defense. And we are in. Boom.
I want to do this so everybody else could see.
Let me see.
I don't know if anybody else could see.
I see a Giants helmet.
There's Giants, Steelers.
Oh, look at that.
There's that. Hold on.
Or you give us a tour. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh.
AB, baby.
That's right, bro.
But
That
here, let's go more historical.
That crazy bastard. Oh, look at that. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Like I said, we got some shit up in here. Hold on. I'll even show you this. Hold on. Because Giants fans will love this one. Hold on. So we got Slayton,
Ooh.
AB, Odell, the Odell catch.
Oh, shit. Get out of here, though. The one-handed, the one that made him famous.
We
Monday
got
night.
Troy, and I'm not showing the Browns one.
No, that one don't show. That's disrespectful.
We're not doing that one. And,
All right.
But obviously, you're going to queue up the Down the Rabbit Hole, which is a perfect segue for me to take a piss.
Go ahead, buddy. Let me go ahead and let me queue it up. Let me go to the videos. And let's see if I can pick it. Let me see. Down the rabbit hole. Let's go. All right. I got the ticked up, lined up, ready to go. But I got something in. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and get to my favorites here. But before that, I got something in I have something in X, right? If Donald Trump were in the MCU universe,
we've got to get
when you get
rid
back,
of all these illegal Browns.
And that was Jim is out. Before Jim starts up, we got Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm going to start with if Donald Trump was in the MCU universe, and this is where everybody probably going to call MAGA heads, but I think it's just funny. This guy deserves to be on the funny ones. Wait until Jim gets back. But yeah, man, we got a good lineup and fantasy right here. DFS, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, ATN, running back, good 3-man stack. Kenneth Gainwell, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, Alex Pierce, Brenton Strange in the tight end, Devon A-Chain, and Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna wait for Jim before I start this. And we gotta go through this because I gotta go to the bathroom too after this. So check it out, bro. Jim, if Donald Trump is a 3-minute short film, if Donald Trump was in the MCU universe, all right?
Yeah.
This I'm gonna hit play.
We've got to get rid of all these illegal Browns, Captain. Send them back home. Follow my lead, Spider-Man Jr. New York needs us. Leave it to me, Black Panther. I'll make Wakanda great again. This is heavy to you? Because I got to tell you, it weighs almost nothing to me. Come on, Daredevil, let's kick these illegal ninjas back to Asia. Thanks, Ultron. You're a real sweet robot. You really are. Tremendous job, folks. Just tremendous. Red Room, awful. But then again, Black Widows give the best back rubs. Like the suit? It's gold. That's the best color. And very powerful. Did you think sorcery was hard to master? Because I gotta tell you, this stuff is very easy for me. You may have fooled everyone else, Red Skull, but you didn't fool me. No more DEI hires. Sam, you're out. Bucky, you're in.
I like him shooting a gun.
A talking raccoon, can you believe it? Really remarkable stuff, honestly.
That Lana?
So then I tell Elon, why do we even need Steve Rogers or Tony Stark? Have you met Thor? Very strong, and we're going to build Asgard back better than ever before. I know an X-Man. Have you met Caitlyn Jenner? Went to Wakanda, ate a flower, now I'm the White Panther. Can you believe it? I'd like to introduce the real Ms. Marvel.
Oh, man.
Not that other phony. Welcome to Mar-a-Lago. I love S.H.I.E.L.D. Wonderful people. Deadpool and Trump Pool. What a team, huh? People say you're so smart, Vision, but I'll be honest. I'm much smarter than you are. Follow my lead, boys. New York City needs its greatest heroes. Sorry, Logan, this still isn't enough for me to let a Canadian into the country. Looks like I'm the Norse god of mischief now, Loki. Too bad, so sad. I'd like to introduce the two greatest heroes of the multiverse, Superman and Hercules. Let's get this criminal illegal back to Mexico, Ant-Man. You're a great guy, Captain America. I'm glad we're best friends.
What the fuck?
Is this the fellow who is giving you so much trouble? Didn't seem so tough to me.
Oh man! All right, let's get.
What the fuck?
I know, dude. I saw that. That's fucked up.
My
That's funny.
mic broke halfway fucking through because everything fell and.
Oh man! All right,
well, luckily, I actually know I got it fixed, but whatever. I
There
got
you
my
go.
plug-in. I got my
yeah.
plug-in tripod one, so we're good.
You're good. We're almost to the end here. Ready?
What the fuck? I mean, Sydney Sweeney is Wonder Woman. I mean, there's countless other women I would have thought of, but
The fuck
whatever.
is this?
I mean,
This is a guy that dude.
I mean, you want to create some controversy here? I mean, by all means.
Hold on. This one is the Buddy League. All right. There's some dude that just watches Indian basketball rec leagues, bro. Look at this. Ready?
I mean, that's the thing that people forget. These videos are made for pure fucking fun.
Yeah.
And people get so fucking offended by it. It's like, grow up.
It just funny shit. Ready? Let me put this one back.
I mean, Sydney Sweeney could save me any day of the week.
Oh wait a minute, hold on a second. Oh shoot! Damn it, man! I'm sorry.
People forget she was in season 1.
Hooping. Put all that friend shit to the side and got to buddy business. Bro came down there tripping, bro. Hey, they bricked like the first 20 shots, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they be in their bag with they be in their buddy bag with the moves, bro. But they shots be crazy. Man, y'all think y'all Curry just because it smell like that in there, bro. That don't mean that y'all gotta act like y'all is Stephen Curry. They was doing some wild shit. We was trying to run the pick and roll. That shit wasn't happening real quick. Y'all buddy Ming was down there acting crazy. Look, he was grabbing all kinds of buddy boards over. Look at man, he ain't come to play around, bro. He had on them Air Mahads down there, bro. He was like, "You gonna get this work real quick?" Look, oh shit. They said that was clean. He said, "My friend, it was a foul, buddy. Look, he pushed me." Yeah, buddy Unc was pissed off, bro. He wasn't going for none of that. This buddy thick as hell right here. I'm like, oh man, I couldn't wait to see what buddy Bajet Clay Thompson was gonna do, bro. They gave the ball right to him. Look, go get that work, Clay. He got fouled, but y'all always know, bro. Hey, hoopers like this, shaped like this, bro. He having that jump shot. Look, buddy. Warm it up real quick. Thank you, my friend. I knew he was gonna make his free throws. Look, buddy. Look, thank you. Come again, sir, my friend. Then he just got the tripping, bro. I don't know what was on his mind, bro. Hey, I gotta admire the hustle, though. You know what I'm saying? After that, buddy was just out there running suicides. They ain't give him the ball no more. Hey, Raj was tripping, bro. Hey, his name is Raj. We just gonna call him Rajan Buddy Rondo. Parking lot. Boom! They gave it to him again. He said, "Look, for you, my friend. Look, water." Y'all might as well just go ahead and say it with me, buddy. We back, man. Buddy basketball.
Man. I don't think you saw this one. My bad.
Illegals in my yard. Illegals in my yard. Illegals in my yard. Throw them some pesos and they work so hard. Illegals in my...
All right, let's see. Look at this one. White guy plays golf. I mean, how a white guy plays golf.
I'll tell you. Friday afternoon with my buddy. No blacks. Talk about gotta love America.
Oh boy.
I thought it was like Augusta in the 80s. When the hell did they start letting in blacks?
Oh, T. Oh, you're in the fucking...
Is those Timberlands?
Tyler hasn't hit a ball straight all day. He hit one with the MAGA hat, and
After the hat,
he's in the fairway.
No collared shirt. He doesn't have a collared shirt.
You're acting so different with the hat.
I didn't realize we're at the Compton Classic.
All right, we're gonna hit the ball right over the fairway.
Something about this hat really gives me freedom. Be myself.
Bro.
It's all in the hat, baby. It's all in the hat.
Is that Hispanic? Hey, buddy, get back to work. I'll tell you.
All right, we got our boy back with some more Christmas music.
This Christmas song was only meant to be an instrumental, bro.
Oh, we
not have lyrics on it, especially yours. Well, this Christmas hilarious. Song just got a little more gangster. You heard?
My dispatcher.
You need a hug, bro.
This guy's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah. Real gangster. I'ma hit him with the strap, know where he at, bring it to his block, lay the boy flat, run up in the house, take all the cash, watch for the cops, gotta move fast, better run when you hear the pop choppers in case, bringing non-stop, wanted by the feds, I had to lay low, got a good attorney, beat the case closed, moving them bricks, taking them trips, I'm getting rich from the yayo, This Christmas song was only meant.
This dude is really good, isn't he? Here he goes. YN to YC. Ready?
Ren, what are you?
YC, baby, no regrets.
What is that?
A young cracker.
That's out the season.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dude, rock. Here, these guys are funny.
Yo, Ty, wake up. Santa's here.
Fuck?
Santa's here.
Dude, Santa isn't real.
Then someone's in the house.
Who the fuck is in our house? You see anything? Oh, it's just Jamal. Mike, Santa isn't real. It's a fucking doll.
Oh, explain to me how he has a TV that he's giving it to you.
What the fuck? That's the TV off the wall. Bro, is that my chain?
Shit kind of look good out, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I just got that thing from Shop GLT. Come on, man.
What about the laptop?
Dude, that's my fucking laptop. What the fuck?
Did you leave out the chicken and watermelon?
Mike, what?
Yeah, he would have been distracted.
Okay, that is extremely racist. Mike, I think he has your Audi keys.
No, take the Benz, Jamal.
Take the
Benz. Only
Benz.
be your own people, though, for real.
It is.
Yo, Ty, wake up. Santa's here.
It's fucked up. They always do the damn the alarm shit.
Why do white people own so many pets?
Why?
Because they can't own people anymore.
If you enjoy our shit, smash that follow button, leave a comment, like, and share with
Oh, man. I think you said this is the one you sent me, right? Oh,
Hey,
something
Derek,
good.
jersey swap after the game?
Yep.
Sure thing, Grady.
God damn it, Grady.
God damn it, Grady. God damn it, Grady.
God damn it. Actually, this is kind of funny.
God damn it, Grady.
Grady, too far, man.
Oh no!
Hey, Derek, jersey swap after the game?
Here's one for you, New Yorkers. Ready?
Meaning I gotta get the fuck out of New York. I should be in fucking Florida right now. Fucking sanitation goes down everybody's block but mine. You know what? Fuck this mess. I'll get one of the kids from the neighborhood to fucking shovel this shit out.
You got that
Fuck
right.
this. Meaning I gotta get the fuck out.
Oh, man.
Minga, you're fucking right. I mean, Jesus Christ. It fucking started snowing fucking Friday at fucking 5:45. And nobody plowed shit. There was no fucking like preparation or nothing. I guess it's after a holiday. I mean, but Jesus Christ. This reminds me of the Suffolk County bullshit of like 8 fucking years ago when the fucking head of the town decided to go off the fucking Epstein Island and fucking do whatever.
That's true, bro.
And the fucking nothing was plowed. I was snowed in for fucking 2 days. Thank God at the time I was fucking part of a hey, don't mind the Italian fucking bullshit. I do that at the end of every episode. If you don't realize it, fuck you and fuck all the rage baiters. But I even got a fucking box of Juju cereal up there.
Juju what?
I got Juju cereal boxes. I don't even want to open the box to see how moldy they are. But I got Juju cereal boxes.
You might get a TikTok dance out of the box.
Yeah, who knows? But they didn't even do shit out here. The expressway with Jesus Christ. I mean, Pablo Escobar would have been fucking happy. I mean, there was white lines everywhere. Everybody could have fucking snorted from fucking 64 up to fucking goddamn fucking 34, which is the New Hyde Park exit. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ almighty.
With that being said, Jim, we gave him 2.5 hours today.
No, we missed the topic.
All right, which one? Stranger Things.
Yes, because we both have almost caught up.
So, yeah, I'm half episode in. So what do we got?
Wait.
I'm half episode in 7. I haven't finished the entire episode yet. Like started.
I thought you finished them all.
No, I didn't. I have one. I have half episode left.
Let me not blow anything else, but we could get into how we both feel it's going to end.
So what do we got? We got the last volume 3. Well, how many episodes? 3 more after these 3, and no, just one big one left.
New Year's Eve is the last one, which is
and it's like a movie, right? It's like a movie. Okay, the length of a movie, 2 hours, I think, or close to 2 hours.
Yeah, I thought you were caught up.
No, I was caught up, but everybody
messaged you. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching episode now." So I figured, all right, well,
so I finished.
You're
6.
not working Saturday, and I'm not.
I fell asleep, dude. I was tired. I was doing a lot of kayaking yesterday, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, old age will do that to
yeah, absolutely. Listen, man, I was doing a lot of kayaking yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I relived some of my memories.
Yeah, I did a little kayak with a broad myself.
You know, I did that. You know, I was it was a lot of miles, bro. You know, we were like 4 different islands. I felt like I was.
Keep throwing that at us. 68 degrees, like he did beat me and McCormick.
You know what I'm saying?
Slinging packages in the fucking 4-foot snow.
The water was clear as shit too, by the way. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, when I decide to do what I really want to do, when I can retire to Florida, and we could do this shit in the same backyard.
There we go, bro. Florida's awesome. So, how do you think it's gonna
move to Florida? I already know where I'm moving.
There we go, bro. I got a good spot for you. You're like Tampa because cigar capital city. It's a cigar capital of the United States.
Yeah, I really more care about cigars than the Who's.
Yeah, that too. There's a lot of them there too. Tampa's nice. Tampa's real nice.
No, I'd rather be closer to the people. For me, if I'm gonna move, I've always been asked. Like, my dad lives in Georgia.
That's a good state too. Georgia's nice too.
I would love to.
No state income tax.
Like, as much as, you know, because my dad, it's, you know, as a product of divorce, most sons side with the mom. I've always sided with my dad for other reasons. If I were to move to Georgia, I know it'd be a short amount of time, but to
6 hours.
be there with my dad would be phenomenal.
It's a really good state,
I know
too.
that we could sit in his backyard. We could have a scotch, a cigar every night, and just we could talk about things the way we used to.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like, if this thing really took, like, just podcasting alone took off, I'm not living in fucking New York no more. Like, and people say it's selfish because when I mentioned it, because, well, you have a daughter that still lives here. It's like, yeah, okay, but I still pay child support.
Yeah,
well,
she's getting older.
And I pay child support for a guy who legally, from what I've told, don't have to pay it. Because we're not legally divorced, but it's not a legal show. But let's get into how we think Stranger Things is
You give it to me first, man, because I right now I am so I can't even tell how this is gonna end. Is it gonna be like L eventually?
The way they're picked,
like L is supposed to be like Henry, right? Kind of like the same.
It's hard to determine how they're gonna end this because, like, well, obviously, you know, 8 is back, which is the sister.
Yep.
And she's more of a bigger impact in these next coming episodes. So I'm not going to blow it for you how big of an impact she is. You have to watch to determine how big.
Mm-hmm.
I feel somehow her L8 Hopper, they all wind up in some way, shape, or form. They sacrifice themselves for the other.
That's kind of
And I feel it's Hopper more because we know Hopper's story. He already had a daughter and looked at 11 as his daughter,
as a daughter,
since he has legally adopted her and through Hawkins Lab. Did you hear about that with Hawkins Lab, actually?
Whoa,
Did you
yeah.
hear
I
what
mean,
happened there, actually? The actual site, not aside from the show.
no.
So apparently, you know how people go to visit it?
No, I didn't know that's actually a place where you can
Yeah,
go.
so it's in an area where Garrett's familiar with. And there was somebody who went there to visit it, and they fell and actually died.
Really?
I think it was recently, because I've seen it on TikTok. And the amount of comments were quite repulsive. But the fact that somebody went there, like the fact that somebody actually died there, they're like, oh, yeah, it's just a matter of like promoting the show. No, it's not. Somebody actually really died there. But not that that's a minute thing, but getting back to the show in general, I think somehow those three sacrifice each other for the other.
I think, yeah, somebody's going to have to die out of the main characters. That's just
because that's the main complaint.
Yeah.
Throughout it is there's been no deaths. And I think the biggest character of all has been Derek.
Yeah.
That kid is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You can suck a fat one.
So they focus a lot. I seen bigger characters like the sister Holly. All of a sudden is getting a lot of play this season, and then you bring that in.
It's all. Yeah. I think it all factors in at the end. There's been a lot of theories on TikTok. You and I are on TikTok. I'm sure you've seen them.
You know, I haven't seen one yet, so I'm probably going to look for it tonight.
All right, so maybe my algorithm is different from yours, other than big-titted Latina women, or fat-ass Latina women, or just horny Latina women, for that matter. In case anybody realizes, yeah, guess what? I'm a racist. I don't want to date white women. I love big booty, big-titted Latina women. What of it? A lot of them feel, from what I've seen, is that Karen Wheeler is actually Henry Creel's sister.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy.
And Holly is the vessel that merges the two worlds together.
Wow, man, that's out there, dude.
And everything that Mr. Clark has been telling us through season 1 till now tells you everything you need to know about the Upside Down.
Wow, that's actually a really interesting.
But you got to go back. See, I did this. I've been doing this all day today. I went back and watched. Like right now, I think I'm still in season 2 as we're doing this.
Are you going to watch the shows?
As I went and rewatched to see if these theories are correct. And so far, with Mr. Clark's thing, he's kind of told you how the Upside Down really works. Like there's bridges and there's wormholes and there's this and that. And that's what you're finding out in season 5 right now.
Yep.
Is everything, like everybody's like, why were we told that in season 1?
Right,
no, you were told that. You just didn't watch. Or if this happened, actually right now, no, it's when Hopper's in Moscow. He's in the gulag.
That is 3, I think, right? Or
yeah, because I had 4. It playing throughout all this, but I kept the volume low, so we didn't get any
feedback.
No, not that. The other YouTube violations.
Yeah.
That you.
Oh yeah, you got a copyright violation for that. Yeah.
But I think the way it's hard to determine how they're going to end this. I think this is the one show I think we could all agree on. Where it's like John Cena's retirement tour. We're not going to be happy with how they end this. I feel no matter how they end it, you're going to have this half, I love it, this half, they're not going to like it. And I feel no matter how they end it, you're going to have to accept it. But there is a spinoff off of it.
I heard about that.
The Duffer Brothers came out and said there is a spinoff.
It's
but
gonna.
but it's a different town. It's different things, and people have to realize this. Stranger Things was created off of something that actually happened here on Long Island.
In Long Island, what the Amityville shit?
No, Stranger Things is based off of the Montauk Project.
Oh yeah,
at Camp Hero. So when you're watching Stranger Things, and the only reason why it's called Stranger Things is because they didn't want to deal with the the legal aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they changed it to Stranger Things. But everything is based off of these projects that happened off in Montauk at Camp Hero, where it was getting these kids to have psionic abilities and all this other shit. And how the whole area is still haunted and all this stuff. It's still guarded by military and all this shit. It's still this show is based off of that. And that's the thing people forget. So you take a show that is globally recognized and you forget what it's really based off of. So how do you really end it?
It's definitely going to be disappointing because every good show doesn't end the way everybody wants to.
No, look at Sopranos.
Sopranos, shit, even Ozark,
Oz.
What was the last one
Penny
that was
Powers, Eastbound and Down?
yeah.
There's countless shows that have ended the way we haven't liked it. I mean, there are people still today. I mean, the thing with Sopranos, and it's funny, is that it's still discussed globally. Like there was a poll taken out. It's still discussed globally. It's like one of the highest rated topics still discussed of how it really ended. And I think they just couldn't end it with Tony being killed on TV.
Yeah. And it's a shame because then he died in real life and you couldn't do the movie.
No, they did the movie, and the movie just was not based off of the premise of what the movie was supposed to. The movie was supposed to be based off of Chris Moltisanti.
Yeah.
And they wound up just doing it based off of everything the Sopranos discussed.
Yeah.
And then they were supposed to do a prequel of the original show. Like that movie was supposed to build on to like how Tony became Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But if the movie was done right, like the way I would have done the movie was, okay, we're going to do it based off of Christopher. But at the end, we're going to get the build to Tony. The build to Tony leads to this new Soprano show that builds back to the original. But David Chase didn't see it that way, and they did it however, and whatever the fuck ever. Hey, you still like The Sopranos. You're still going to watch Many Saints in Newark anyway. So
Yep,
whatever.
absolutely.
I still watch it. If it's on, I'm still going to watch it. I don't give a fuck. But I think the way Stranger Things ends, I don't want to say too much without blowing what you do or do not know.
That's all right. Let's close it off with that. Ready? Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry about it because I'm probably not going to get it until I watch it.
Like I said, 8, 11, and Hopper, some way, shape, or form in this 2-hour finale on New Year's Eve, one's going to sacrifice the other for the other for the other. And nobody's going to be happy with it regardless.
Yep, because like 2 or 3 people are going to die or something like that.
Because people are already complaining that, well, we don't have enough deaths in it. We don't have enough deaths in it.
I guess there's no whacking of main characters like Sopranos and all the other shows or Ozark and stuff like that.
But this isn't a mob show. This is science fiction.
Exactly. But
even though it's based on a true event, they're just expanding it.
Well, just like Game of
no
Thrones.
matter how they end it, nobody's. You know what? When you create a show, nobody's gonna be happy with the way it ends.
Just like Game of Thrones, right? You know what I mean? At one point, it runs as magic. Nobody enjoyed the last season of Game of Thrones or the last episode.
I'm a huge fan of Modern Family, right?
Yeah.
Or you've seen Modern Family,
Yeah,
right?
it's a great show.
I don't like the way it ended.
No.
But it also ended in a weird time.
Mm-hmm.
It ended during the COVID period.
Yep.
And they were supposed to do an actual legitimate ending, and they never really went through with it.
Yeah.
So they ended it how they ended it. There's just certain shows that we watch. When it runs its course, you may not like the way it ended, but the one thing I can say is appreciate all the episodes that went to that shitty ending at the very least.
Yep.
That's all I can say. And at least you guys didn't get this.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Assholes.
Now we did.
Oh, no. No, you will. Rage baiters.
On that note, Jim.
No. On this note, rage baiters. Because I hate them to this degree. And the drinking has helped me with this. I'm going to shit on the rage baiters, and I'm going to praise the impact we've had on people. And I'm trying to find my words. Rage baiters, first off, fuck you, fuck your negative comments, and fuck you in general. Anybody who has a desire to do what we do, chase it.
Yep. Open your own channel is really easy to do. And go live.
Chase it. People like me and E-Man are more well than open to helping you as long as your platform meets our standards, I would say. It will come with doubt. You will question yourself. You will want to quit. And I can tell you this, don't. Because the amount of times I've wanted to quit, I've had people like E-Man, Brent, Garrett, and countless. I've been lucky to be in the circle that I am in. Since this is the ending of 1 year going into another, I might as well give my thanks now to all of you that have kept me going. Because without any of you, God knows where I would be or fan in the van. So thank you to all of you.
We appreciate you too, brother.
And I truly say that. And to the rage baiters, suck my fucking dick.
That's true fan in the van fashion. And Jim, we appreciate you too. That's why we don't want you to go anywhere, because it'll be
and I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna
a less entertaining.
Yep,
a less entertaining space without you around. So it's better with you around than anything else.
And rage baiters, you can't see me.
Happy New Year's, folks. Thank you to everybody again who showed up. McCormick, Patriot Sports, Abuelito Loco, and everybody else that chimes in. We appreciate you all, the comments. We appreciate the positive and negatives at the same time, because the negative ones makes us just keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Especially the haters.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because you took the time to watch. You took the time to listen. You took the time to be a jerk off. And I appreciate that. And I also appreciate the time you gave me to respond to you, the jerk off. Actually, as Frankie from Paisan's Pizza up in Albany would say, the stunads.
What a better way. Happy New Year's, everybody. Jim, we'll be back, baby. Peace. 26.
New year, I can promise you this. Rora intakes and all that.
Honest as always. Peace. We'll see you next in